And now, ladies and gentlemen, let's respectfully pause in silence as we toll the bell 10 times.
Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to I can't get another unPOPULAR review, just another edition of review. And we are here for the of the year special. Before I start introducing all of my co-hosts for this evening, I just want to say, in case you have not heard about the passing of Brodie Lee, aka Luke Harper, very tragic. 2020 takes another life, unfortunately. But these things happen, and our condolences go out from the entire UPR team, Behind the Ropes Media, Wrestling Civilization. Yep, I like wrestling, to him and his family. Without further ado, we bring on one of my co-hosts for this evening. We have a bunch of them, but I'm going to start off in the order I see them, and we're going to start off with, who's this? Who do we got? What's going on? Long time no see.
From the darker order to the dark order. Rest in peace, Jon Huber. Good evening, everyone.
I was expecting to say your thing here.
Oh, sorry.
I can't do that. I can do this. This is all I can do.
Live long and prosper, brother, or nanu, whichever one you like.
I see you brought a guest. Do you mind introducing the Ham and Eggers to your guest?
Yes, Ham and Eggers. This is La Sicaria. You might have seen her or heard of her before. She loves wrestling and she loves murdering.
Hello.
Wow, that's an interesting introduction. Murdering people. Okay, remind me not to go on your bad side, La Sicaria. Let's bring on our next co-host, which is none other than the technician who wasn't even paying attention. David Sanderson, you're not doing your job. What are you doing?
I was doing my job. I was actually sharing the show to all my wrestling timelines and platforms, which is exactly what everyone else here should be doing. Gentlemen, what's going on? How you doing tonight?
There's a lady here too.
And La Sicaria, my bad.
You are so disrespectful. So disrespectful. That's why I got to bring on another person. And actually, I'm skipping this guy. Let's go ahead and bring on to somebody else who's disrespectful. None other than Big Daddy Cool, who actually was paying attention.
What's up, everybody? Very exciting. Hey, is it okay if I introduce? I also have a guest here with me.
Sure. Who's your guest?
Oh my God.
Why did I just? Yeah.
Listen here, puto. I'm here for the year-end review.
I realized after I said okay that I probably should have said okay.
Is that El Dandy?
Fix your face, David. That's El Lobo Solo. He's here to review. It's
live
a slight of
via satellite.
Via satellite. Oh, wait a minute. I can't be doing his voice without that picture up.
You might want to check yourself on that one. Let's bring in our next co-host. You know him, you love him, supposedly. I don't know. It's none other than the instigator, Dylan Kaplan, looking so happy to be here himself.
What's up? Rest in peace, Brodie Lee.
That's it.
You mind if I promote something real quick?
Go ahead. Yeah,
you didn't discuss this.
Well, I totally forgot about it. All right, so we all know out there with this whole COVID pandemic that all the businesses, the small businesses are being they're all shut down and they're struggling to survive. So everyone, if you get a chance, please go out there and donate to the Barstool Fund, which they're helping businesses that have been open for 10 to 20 years that haven't been able to stay open. They're donating to them and keeping them open. It's barstoolfund.com. Help small business. They help my friends.
That is really neat of you. And I actually see where the question where you asked me that, and the answer would have been at the end. But that's fine. Go ahead, Bogart, and prevent other co-hosts from coming on.
I'll remind everyone at the end.
No, that won't even be necessary. Let's go ahead and bring in our other co-host. He is none other than Steamin' Willie Beeman.
Yo. What's going on, man?
Everybody has a tank.
Steamin' Willie Beeman in the place to be, man. One of the trios that's brought to you every Wednesday. My man Evil Dose Malachi. And then we about to bring on the other third member of our team, man. We bringing on Bad Guy Jack right now, man. Thank y'all for joining us, man, on this award show.
Wow, thanks for jumping the gun, because we're not bringing on Bad Guy Jack. We're bringing
because all my clothes are at the dry cleaner.
Everybody trying to
excuse me,
button up somewhere. Why you got an Instagram?
Steven doesn't have a button up.
This is a button up. This is a button up. See, there's buttons.
Oh, button that. Button that.
Well, button them up.
Button that.
I'm good.
Double chin.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to bring on another co-host. It's none other than the Mark Victor Rodriguez.
Hello, everybody.
Let's give it up for my man Victor Moan Jr.
What's good? What's good? So happy to be back talking about wrestling again. But one thing I do want to say is that Bond movie was pretty good. So, that part where the guy's head blows up, it was really, really great. I just really had to bring that back from the show that we did earlier. Just so those of you
come and watch the show that we taped earlier. YouTube exclusive on Thursday.
Hey Vic,
we're gonna talk about that on Thursday, just in case you don't know what I'm talking about. So that's a preview.
Hey Vic, I love you to death, right? But I had to tell Chris the same thing when he tried to plug one of y'all entertainment shows on our wrestling show. We don't get no love on y'all entertainment show from the Bougettos that's over there. You're not included in the Bougettos. But I'm just saying. So
yeah, Bougettos.
We love the
wait, hold up. Show. Wait. Is this NWO black and white right now?
No. I'm just saying,
Is this what's happening?
Entertainment brand and all that. But the entertainment brand don't show us wrestlers, our wrestling side no love. So, man,
what you talking about? There's mad commercials that be going on promoting.
Man, fuck the commercials. They got in the chat with us.
What you talking about?
Wow. The only thing I see getting fucked over right now. Is our primary host for the CD. Let's bring him on after 9 minutes and 40 seconds. It is Bad Guy Jack.
My guy looks
Bad Guy Jack.
Hey, ladies and gentlemen, thank you for joining us on this edition of AEW NXT. Oh shit, wrong show. Hi everybody.
The king.
Llegó el rey, señores. Llegó el rey. Va a comenzar el show.
Oh, I'm ready to host the show. I was given this role for whatever reason, and I can't wait to kick it off.
Jack, do we want to start with just? I see that there's Rich Haynes here from Facebook that wants to mention about Brodie Lee, and right before, I think within the last hour or so, the news dropped about Brodie Lee's passing. Do we all kind of want to just jump in here quick with the word about Brodie Lee?
I think it would only be right, and I think it should start with Chris, and we all work our way down. So, yeah.
There you go.
Absolutely. Chris, that's you.
What do you want me to say?
What do you thought?
What do you want me to say? I mean, Brodie Lee.
I'll go because I have a personal encounter with him, like where I actually got to meet him.
I think we should start with Willie. Go ahead, Willie.
There you go. Look at that.
He used to do
great job.
Used to be a frequent on Chad Dukes' podcast. Chad Dukes is from DMV area, and I got to actually sit and talk to him. This was probably like the second or third time that he was on the shelf for injury. He was a wonderful guy. He loved the business. Was truly like really upset that he couldn't really get to his full potential because of his injuries. He might come off like, based off appearance wise, is just a big brute or whatever. But one thing he talked about was his daughter. And like I said, just my personal interaction with him and him talk about the business and where he wanted to go with the business and just the love for the business, period. I just want to say, man, rest in peace. The sport lost a real talent. And we was just starting to really see what he can do, being as though he either was injured in WWF or behind break. So we started to get to see a little bit from him, and gone too soon. I think they said it was COVID related, if I'm not mistaken.
Oh no, his wife.
So I'd like to say a big fuck you to COVID-19. You keep taking some of the good ones, man. Take some of my baby mothers out or something, man. Don't take the good wrestlers. Anyway,
his wife said it was a non-COVID related lung issue. So
no, I did. I was asking. I didn't know for sure.
Oh no, yeah. I was just telling you, it wasn't COVID. It was a non-COVID related lung issue. So he had a problem. He had a problem with his lungs. So
you know what? I'm almost scared to say that I'm almost scared to say they just not confirming that it was something COVID, because
his wife put that out on Instagram.
Because whatever respiratory issue he probably had, it didn't get maximized until he probably got exposed to COVID. And I just don't think they want to say that to scare the talent and things like that. And
Richard Haynes, this is why we're not speaking on Brodie Lee.
Say that again.
That's why we're not speaking on Brodie Lee. What is anybody else want to jump in here with Brodie Lee?
Brodie Lee was better known, in my opinion, as Luke Harper with the Wyatt family, which was a really, really strong faction. And they had a lot of good matches. They later, him and Eric Rowan later formed a tag team and became tag team champions as that tag team. So a lot of history is behind Brodie Lee. A lot of history is behind Luke Harper. He was trying to get his footing back in AEW after his release from WWE earlier this year. And he was gaining some traction. He went over there and he won the TNT championship from Cody Rhodes before dropping back, and I believe which was his last match, and I could be wrong, and they'll correct me on that. But we're going to go ahead and move on from Luke Harper and Brodie Lee, and keep sending out the respect and keep sending out the shout outs for him in the comments, and we'll read and we'll put up all of them because we want to make sure, especially since this is fresh. Like I said, this just happened not too long ago where it was announced. We definitely want to give all the respect in the world to Brodie Lee. But we're going to go ahead and we're going to start this show, which is the end of the year show, and we're going to start off with, I don't know. Go ahead, Ron, take it away.
All right, so as the host, I'm going to just kick off. We're going to start off with our first award as Rookie of the Year. The nominees are. Oh, do you want to take over or keep talking?
You keep going.
The person.
All right.
No, Victor. Victor actually.
All right. I'm sorry. Victor, we're gonna kick off with Rookie of the Year.
So the nominees for Rookie of the Year are Pat McAfee. Okay.
We don't got like you. We don't got like you.
All right.
We don't got that type of budget.
What? Wait. All right. Leon Ruff. And Gonzalez.
El Gonzalez.
And
that's pretty
in
much
my opinion. In my opinion, wait. Do we have a winner? We got. Okay. First, we have to discuss this. So I'm going to give you my opinion. Right? I say Pat McAfee.
That's all I want.
Pat McAfee, and this is why I say Pat McAfee, because Pat McAfee had some of the best promos of the year. That's my opinion.
So if I could take over, I actually agree. Pat McAfee, he's not even really a wrestler. He's not a wrestler. So I thought the few times that he was in the ring, I mean, it was actually shocking how good, how fluid he was in the ring, how athletic, and how comfortable he is on the mic. So I definitely truly agree with that. I think that he should be Rookie of the Year.
Right, and I absolutely agree with Ron to back him up on that one. I think Pat McAfee, some videos did surface of him back in a wrestling ring from 2018, and I was really interested to see. Or when I heard that he was coming to WWE, he got into a feud with Adam Cole, who is arguably one of the greatest in NXT history. But he absolutely impressed the hell out of everybody when he had that match with Adam Cole. I think it was NXT TakeOver 30 or 31. I don't remember. Correct me if I'm wrong. I do believe it was TakeOver 30, but nonetheless, Pat McAfee definitely deserving of Rookie of the Year.
If I could jump in, I'm gonna give it to Pat McAfee, and I'm gonna only give it to him for one reason only. After that War Games match, when he was on his show and he had the fucking neck brace on, and he was still selling like his injuries from it, that just shows a love for the business. And I gotta give it to him, like, even though like certain shit was going like a little dry and they had a little spunk on it. Now he's a fucking low-key punter who really wasn't shit in the NFL. I get it, but just for what he did and for him just holding on to like I said, just seeing him at that mic with the neck brace on, and when he turned and moved and he wincing and shit, that just gives him the Rookie of the Year in my book. I mean, it was a piece of shit. I mean, because he's a fucking punter. Don't get me wrong, like he's not a linebacker or nothing, but yeah. That's why I want
to jump in here for a second, please, and I want to defend the honor of Raquel Gonzalez. I feel like all of you just because this guy is a nobody and outside of the wrestling industry, you guys decided to give him a fucking pass because he's a bum. And Raquel Gonzalez is a professional, and she's going to be in this business longer than Pat McAfee. Pat McAfee is using this business to get over, and for the fact, but he's still in the business. He's still getting paid, and he's still making money. He's putting butts in seats. Pat McAfee ain't putting butts in seats.
Then we might as well we should have voted for Leon Ruff because he got a belt.
You should have voted for Raquel Gonzalez like I did. Like all of you, I don't know who am I working here with?
Who put more eyes on the product?
You're working with Ron
Gonzalez or Pat McAfee?
Neither.
I gotta say Pat
neither
McAfee.
added a single eye.
I gotta say Pat.
What'd you say, Jeff?
Neither one added a single eye. Who's next?
You.
I'm next.
How about Vic announces?
First of all,
Vic announces the winner. How about Vic announces the winner first?
All right.
How about
I haven't given my
argument. Ladies and gentlemen,
hey, I didn't.
The winner is.
Dale.
Pat McAfee.
Yeah.
That's the wrong choice. That's the wrong decision.
Who'd you have?
All right, and now you say why, Jeff.
Okay. Well, firstly, Leon Ruff isn't a rookie, so he shouldn't have been in there at all. He's been on the indie scene for years. Second, if the question was best work in a short body of time by a rookie, it would be Pat McAfee. But he did about 4 or 5 appearances year-round. Raquel Gonzalez started the year as a rookie and ended the year as one of the top 4 women in NXT, which is the best women's division in wrestling. It should have been Raquel Gonzalez.
I agree with Jeff, and I also agree with Rich, my man, Rich Haynes, watching us on Facebook. What's up, Rich? Listen, no single wrestlers putting butter in any type of seats.
That's right,
guys?
no butter.
There's no butter in seats, so get with it, everybody.
What about margarine?
You know what? 2021, Raquel Gonzalez, she's going to be putting a lot of butter in the seats.
What about
But that sounds.
Can I say something?
I don't want.
Go ahead.
All right, so Leon Ruff, we're talking about Rookie of the Year, so it's like someone who either debuted in AEW or WWE. Now, Leon Ruff, before he was signed, I counted 7 appearances on WWE in the PC era, where they were in the PC, where he got squashed 7 times. So the only thing he really did was beat Johnny Gargano once. And it was a fluke. Now it had to be between Pat McAfee and Raquel Gonzalez. Raquel Gonzalez, probably one of the I've seen her wrestle for 3 years now, and I would say she's probably one of the most improved wrestlers out there. But I think Pat McAfee, for what he's what he's done as someone who did not train in the PSC, he was the top choice, not only because he didn't train in the PSC, but because he's amazing on the mic. He's as good as Adam Cole on the mic, if not better.
You guys are drunk.
Yeah.
Thank you, Steven.
Someone call my name.
If I'm going to piggyback off of what was said here, I don't disagree with Pat McAfee winning. I actually voted for Raquel Gonzalez also. I think she had a tremendous year. But take nothing away from Pat McAfee. When he was getting into the feud with Adam Cole, most people wrote him off. And he actually, was pretty stellar in that feud. So I can't take anything away from Pat McAfee. Also made some people feel relevant and brought Pete Dunne back to NXT. That's it for that. Let's go ahead and go to the next one. Ron, take it away.
So the next category we got best return. And Jeff, we're going to let you take it away.
Oh, yeah? All right. Well, the nominees for the best return of 2020 are your tribal chief, the head of the table, Roman Reigns, the rated R superstar, Edge, and the man who came out of nowhere to make a bunch of guys stars, MVP.
He's coming.
So those are the returns of the year. So, all right. So I'm in charge here. This is great. Steve, why don't you start with the debate?
I got to be honest with you guys. I'm pretty drunk right now.
Actually. First announce who wins. Then you do the debate.
Oh, okay. So that's fine. Well, then the winner is.
Oh. Da, 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 da.
So sexy. Oh, too sexy. Speaking of sexy, you think about Lita, you think about Edge mashing. Edge is your winner.
Exactly. Bum 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 ba-da, da, da.
Now I don't agree with this victory, by the way.
What? Oh, of course you know.
Let him take the floor.
Of course you know.
Roman Reigns came back and has spent 7 months back, if that. He is in that time made the SmackDown WWE Universal Championship the most important championship in all of wrestling by about 6 miles. It's so much more important than Drew's title. I don't even know what they have in Japan. Don't care. Forget about Moxley. He's turned the corner. He's needed to be healed this entire time. I agree. Edge was spectacular, but let's face it, they had 2 of the most boring matches of all time, and he tore his tricep and was out immediately. Yay! He got one pop. Did the Hardys return at WrestleMania make that the return of the year? No, the rest of the year was nothing. Roman Reigns.
Okay.
I actually have to piggyback on what Jeff said, and I agree with what Jeff said because I think I said this a couple weeks ago. Edge came back, he had his moment, and he wrestled. He had a chance to wrestle so many people, right? So many people. When he came back in that Royal Rumble, I said him and AJ Styles would have been a great match in WrestleMania. What did they give us instead? They gave me him and Randy Orton yet again. Then after he beat Randy Orton at WrestleMania, you're thinking the feud's over. Oh, no, we got more for you. We're going to give you another Edge and Randy Orton match. And this time he loses, never to be seen or heard from again. This is not a return. I disagree with Edge winning. I completely agree with you, Jeff.
Listen, let me get in here.
I go with MVP. I go with MVP. MVP had the most. MVP had one of the most impactful years in wrestling because he elevated an enormous amount of people this year. It was amazing. And you look and honestly, Bobby Lashley right now is doing better than when he was in the Battle of the Billionaires. Seriously. Like, look at what Bobby Lashley is doing. Bobby Lashley is better looking than he ever was. So is everybody in
It's pretty delicious.
That literally is one of the best heel factions going on right now. And that is MVP.
No. Let me just jump in here. One second. Let me just jump in here. You guys completely shat on this fucking guy's return. This guy had the most meaningful return. And this is my next guest is the man that they call
Oh, here we go.
Sting. There he is. Sting is here. He's on the awards show. Sting, do you have any words?
Sting, welcome.
Sting? Nothing? Thank you. Thank you, Sting. Good job, Sting.
I think he went back to 1997.
He's watching from the Rafters.
I'm not sure who I voted on. I think I voted MVP, but
I like how he doesn't even know.
I'm gonna go with
considering the fact that you did the vote today. Considering the fact that you voted today, you already don't remember. You might want to
look.
smoking.
You wait for greatness. Greatness is never rushed. Make sure you know that.
Well,
Hey, that's what I said to my shoelace. Wait, why are we yelling?
Is there a
What's the next category?
Well, let me.
I didn't even get to go.
Yeah.
Why would we wait? We wait until everyone gets their chance. Otherwise, I'm just gonna get off.
That's polite.
Wow. Okay. So to sort of I feel like if we're talking about feel good moments, if we're talking about moment returns of the year, I'm gonna pick Edge because Edge, he's been out for 9 years. He had to retire in 2011 because of a horrifying neck injury that he very well could not have come back from. People with that similar neck injury are people like Stone Cold. And honestly, I wasn't around I wasn't around. I was just young. I wasn't watching wrestling at the time that Edge was wrestling. I always wanted to see him in a ring. What's going on, Mom? Perfect timing. So,
his mother.
Honestly, in terms of moment returns of the year, I'm going to go with Edge. But as far as overall returns, I'm going to have to agree with Vic. I'm going to have to go with MVP because not only did he elevate.
Jace, your shift is starting soon. Your shift. Pour some sugar on me, Jace. It's your turn.
What the? Okay. Thank you. But yeah, overall return of the year, I'm going to have to go with MVP because not only did he elevate Bobby Lashley, he also revived Cedric Alexander's career and Shelton Benjamin's career. Because Shelton Benjamin, when he was going to return in 2016, he had a lot of hype around it. I was excited because I hadn't seen him wrestle before, like live in person. But, then he sort of got off to the shuffle.
No disrespect. Let somebody else get a turn. I remember I said 3 minutes here.
Okay,
Dylan,
I'll wrap it up.
No, you already wrapped up. Dylan, get your stuff out, bro. But we turn it back over.
Well, no, don't do that on air.
I'm going to try not to turn this into a rant. First of all, it's called Best Return of the Year. You go by the moment they returned. MVP, when he returned at the Rumble, was thrown out in a minute, less than a minute. So you go to Edge. Edge was never supposed to wrestle again. 9 years ago, he retired because he had almost a broken neck, and if he kept wrestling, he was going to be paralyzed. You go and Edge, you basically go by he's the only. Him and MVP were the only ones to return and have a crowd. Now, I've never seen a crowd reaction like Edge got. So just on that alone, and the fact that he wasn't supposed to wrestle, I thought Edge was the winner. Roman was gone for 4 or 5 months because he wanted to hide like a little bitch. And he doesn't deserve to win any award when he takes 5 months off.
Take him off.
So wait, if you're gonna say that, then this category should be called Biggest Pop of the Year.
Best return. It's a return. They're all returning.
No, I mean all right, but biggest pop from the return. But here, because because you can look at it one of 2 ways: either that night or the impact that has happened from your return. You understand? Because the problem with Ed, he came back, had 2 matches, got hurt, and got forgotten about. That's the thing, and that's where we're different.
You got to remember also, without Lashley, MVP is a jobber, Cedric Alexander's a jobber, and Shelton Benjamin's a jobber.
Everybody's a jobber without MVP. That's the reason.
Without Lashley, they're like Retribution. They're losing. Without Lashley, they're like Retribution losing every week, like Ricochet and all them. And
they're the tag team champions. They are the tag team champions. But
yeah,
let's go ahead and move on to the category.
And the United States champions.
Last point.
I'm coming.
If Lashley wasn't in the Hurt Business, they are Retribution.
So, with that said, we want to move on to the next category, or do we want to sit here and keep calling people bitches?
I want to call Trey a bitch.
Oh. There we go. We got worst pay-per-view of the year. Steaming, you want to take over?
Shit. Worst pay-per-view this year.
I have to.
We got Money in the Bank, Backlash, and Super Showdown. Now, me personally, I think Super Showdown is just always one of the worst fucking shows ever.
Amen.
Yeah.
That's the worst pay-per-view I've voted for.
Facts.
Far as the winner, before we get to this, make sure y'all liking, y'all sharing this video, man, on all platforms. Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, all that, man. Make sure y'all
are we on Tinder?
The YouTube and everything.
Just Grinder.
Now, now, as far as the fans of what y'all voted on, I don't even fucking know. Sorry, no. Worst show, go to Super Showdown. The one I voted on.
Super
like
Soda.
I say, man.
Super Soda.
Super Showdown. It's Showdown, ain't it?
Classic, Willie.
Oh, but anyway.
Now here's the thing. I disagree with that. Let me go ahead and talk on that one because I disagree with that wholeheartedly. I saw, and let me see if I can look at my notes here. Super Showdown actually. Okay.
I don't want to interrupt you, but that's where we got the Goldberg and Undertaker botch fest, and then that's where you get. Come on, man! Like
that's not where we got that. That's not where we got that.
Okay,
that's not where we got that. You're thinking of 2019. I'm trying to inform you. Like that was the Fiend and Goldberg. What you're thinking of, but
no, I'm talking about you got at the Super Showdown. You had this fucked up match where Goldberg knocked himself out. Then, and thank you for reminding me. Fiend was supposed to be on this unstoppable road. Then you have him lose to Goldberg just because the Saudis want to see it. Get the fuck out of here.
So, are you telling me that Goldberg had 2 matches at Super Showdown? Is that what you're telling me right now?
And that's another reason why it sucked ass.
He's that good.
Yeah,
how we can't get enough of those Jews. They love the athletic Jews.
Like,
wait, what?
What? You're thinking of 2 different shows, bro. You're thinking of 2 different shows. Now, let me talk about the one that happened.
You lucky I don't do my 3 pulls on this because I'm gonna save my 3 pulls for later. But go ahead, Chris. I hate to keep interrupting you.
Yeah, I'm sure you do. No, I voted for Backlash. Okay, I think Super Showdown was a better show than Backlash. Yes. Now hear excellence out. Backlash is not memorable. Does anybody remember any of the matches from Backlash? I'll wait.
Edge.
That was the only one. No. That was it, and the match was not the greatest match of all time. It was not memorable. However, as much as people disagree with the Fiend versus Bill Goldberg, I understand why. That produced a lot of people talking after that show.
It was bad talk.
Immediately after that show, we had one of the greatest. But when people based it a good show, right? Do I want to go back and watch it over? No, but do I think I would watch that show before I would watch Backlash? Backlash was not memorable. It was a terrible show. It was a terrible pay-per-view. I'm sorry, I voted for that. Everybody else can go, but I know everybody else voted for Super Showdown for some reason.
Well, guess what? You were wrong. The fans voted, and you were wrong. Once again.
Can I jump in here 1 second? I just don't understand why any AEW pay-per-view was not nominated. I mean, I can't even remember what fucking happened on any of this fucking AEW shows because they're just a bunch of hog shit. Thank you.
They actually weren't that bad, Steven. I honestly, as much as I hate on AEW, I have to disagree with you there. Also,
you don't know what you're talking about.
I would also not go back and watch Super Showdown for my own reasons, but I'm not going to get into that.
You see this? Look, I mentioned AEW, and Willie just left. He just decided. Oh, he's back.
Oh, there he is.
Somehow you had to find a way to bring Ricochet into it. Ricochet versus Brock Lesnar for the world title, and Ricochet got. It was the end of his career.
Ricochet, the end of his career.
And Ricochet was on main event a week later.
Yeah, weren't you were there, right? Really?
I sure was.
Yeah.
I'd say it's Super Showdown because one, we saw a terrible match again with Bill Goldberg. He couldn't even get the Fiend up for a jackhammer. And besides that match and the Ricochet match, what else do you remember from Super Showdown? Nothing. I mean, I guess the only thing I remember is Mansoor beating, I think, Ziggler.
Was it Ziggler or Cesaro? Yeah, I do remember that.
Ziggler or Cesaro.
I forget.
They have a
I
tournament.
mean, people keep forgetting. Like, that's not for us.
But see, that's the thing. I think I forgot even Backlash. Like, what did they have on Backlash? Showdown. I think that. No, that's okay.
Backlash, at Backlash, I know they had Riddle, Corbin. They had.
Oh, here we go.
Well, I'm just saying I have the plaque. So, they had that. They had Edge versus Orton, and I believe they had. Didn't they do Seth versus? Seth?
No, I think it was a tag match.
Serial?
Seth and Buddy against the Street Profits.
Oh, they had a tag match. And then, I mean, that's all I remember from that paper. And then Money in the Bank, you remember, obviously, Otis winning. They had the 2 Money in the Bank matches in WWE headquarters going at the same time.
It wasn't that bad. I don't know why you say this. It wasn't that bad. It wasn't that bad. Stop crapping on it. It really wasn't that bad.
I absolutely agree with Dylan. AEW Revolution was shit.
Yes, but I will.
Why are we talking about AEW?
Full Gear and All Out were a lot better. Full Gear and All Out were really good.
So I think we got that all taken care of. The very next segment that we have here, as my glasses get very
I didn't even
foggy.
get to say nothing.
You know what?
Are you gonna leave? Are you gonna threaten to leave, Vic?
Yeah, I'm out of here. Goodbye.
No, let Vic get the mic. Let him get the mic.
Oh, he's actually
he's gone. Go ahead. Go to the next segment. Go to the next segment.
No, go ahead. It's fine. Don't worry. Yeah.
So the next segment here, as you zoom in on me and my crown and my whatever this thing is called, with the next segment we have funny host, and Dylan, you seem perfect for this role. Take it away, sir.
I don't have any of the nominees.
It's in the soup. It's in the chat. It's in the private chat. Go to the private chat and check it out.
It's me, Steve,
right.
and Ron.
Well, there we go. He said
it. What did he say?
Steve, Willie, and Ron.
It's Jeff.
Well, okay, so ladies and gentlemen, this is the funniest UPR host, right? Good job, Dylan. The funniest UPR host. This is something that a lot of people have been asking.
I just have a question. I have one question. Why wasn't El Lobo solo a solo nominee?
Because none of us picked him.
It has to be somebody legal. Look.
Don't do that. I'll get him on here.
Funniest UPR host.
UPR host.
Oh my God!
I'll bring out the Willerton Dream. Don't make me go get my wig.
Go ahead, so we can put a hashtag Fire Willie. Look,
those people were not nominated.
Funniest UPR host. It is Steve, Willie, and Ron. Dylan, do you have access to the private chat, or am I announcing who the winner is?
I just got it. I got it. But it doesn't say who the winner is. Yeah,
okay.
Who the winner is.
Oh, you want to do the next one? I'll let you do the next one. So the winner, of the funniest UPR host, is none other than Stephen Pena.
I knew it. That's right. That's right. I want to thank all my haters. I want to thank Trey, who told me to go fuck myself earlier. I want to thank Jace, this guy who says that I stink. Jace, did you have a shitty podcast to record later? I want to thank all of you that did not believe in me. I want to thank everybody.
Hey, hold the fuck up. Wait a minute. I'm your co-host. I believed in you before anybody else did, all right?
David, if you don't sit your ass down to shut up and let him get the damn floor, shut your ass. Go ahead, Steven.
Thank you. What
the fuck,
so
man?
Rude. So rude.
I want to hear from
millennials. I want to give the floor to one of my tag team partners, El Lobo Solo, the aforementioned El Lobo Solo.
Listen here, Chris Harris. Don't talk to me about illegals. You know your favorite president is no longer the president, so I will be here for another 4 years at least. So you can get lost with your hatred of me, Christopher. I'm talking to you, you freak. I'm still here, even my picture is down. You see how the telephone works, Chris? That's right.
Chris, he really hates you, Chris.
I can't tell you how much I do not care. Ladies and gentlemen, let's go on. Why is he still talking to me? Why is he still talking? I have 3 letters for you, I and F.
Oh, there you go.
Where?
Wow, that's
Where?
so
I don't see
rude.
him.
Were you looking for?
What are you looking for?
Listen, I'm the funniest host. Let's move on.
I'm looking
Thank you.
for Ron, back to you.
Well,
So what's the next category here? Okay, boom. So the next category we got here, we have biggest waste of talent. Biggest waste of talent for the male side. And we're going to, there we go. You can tell that was Steven. So we're going on, Dylan. The category is all yours, buddy.
The nominees are Pentagon, Cesaro, and Ricochet.
Such a $5 for it.
Ricochet all day.
I picked Cesaro.
I picked Cesaro.
Cesaro's been a waste of talent. Cesaro's been a waste of talent for like 10 years.
Yes.
But that's
No,
still
go
the
ahead.
biggest.
That's old news. This is 2020. This is Ricochet.
Cesaro's on TV
Should I go with the winner?
every single week.
What?
Oh yeah,
Go
you're
ahead.
supposed to announce the winner first. My bad.
Oh, sorry.
Can I get a drum roll, please?
Beat on your stomach.
And the winner is Cesaro.
Oh, okay.
this is bullshit.
And
Who
Ricochet
fucking rigged this
still can't
goddamn
win
election?
The same people from 4 years ago.
I agree with Trey. I demand a recount. How did Pentagon not win this? How did Pentagon not
I
win?
mean, Pentagon is definitely a good choice. I'm not gonna lie because Pentagon got shitted on all year. He's about to get a championship match, but yeah, he's gonna lose that match anyway. So
Can I
wait,
defend?
Hold-
Can I
Pen-
Wait.
defend?
Pentagon was one
I'm
second,
being
Willie, and
told-
I'm gonna toss it to you, Willie. Pentagon was atop of the food chain in the indie scene before he stepped foot in this goddamn AEW, and then they fucking shat on him. They shit on every goddamn person of color. That's right, I said it.
And you know what, Steve?
Is that why he stinks?
I'm so familiar with Pentagon like, on the NBC.
you stupid.
Well, wait. I didn't
No.
finish. I didn't finish though. I didn't finish because it's not just Cesaro. It's a man who cannot cut a promo. Cesaro and Ricochet.
Yeah, go ahead.
So it's Cesaro and Ricochet.
Fuck. Okay.
But we all know Ricochet can't cut a promo, so it's technically Cesaro.
Like I said,
That was really important.
Okay.
I'm saying Cesaro,
Yeah, thank you for that.
And-
Okay.
and I can see why the fans voted for Cesaro because when you hear other wrestlers talk about Cesaro, whether it's Mark Henry, whether it's Undertaker, whether it's anybody, they always talk about him in a great regard, and they always say, you know, about his shoulder and whatever. But the biggest waste of talent, like even to hear Mark Henry, who was the world's strongest man, when they say, ask him, man, who's like one of the strongest dudes in WWE, first thing he say,
There we go.
it's Cesaro. So, like I said, I see why the fans voted for him. That's why I voted for him. And we know injuries are the reason why he ain't get a title push.
I just want to make a reference to this guy, Jace's comment. Pentagon had great matches with Phoenix, Omega, Butcher and the Blade, Jurassic Express, FTR, Private Party, and Cody and Dustin. And you're right, Jace, they did. And they won probably about one of those, and that all those matches happened on AEW Dark, you know, where AEW likes to put the people of color.
Listen, I've been quiet a lot. Pentagon was out of the country for many months in the year, so you can't call him a waste of talent. Cesaro pretty much always has a tag team title around his face. He's almost always on TV almost every single week, so you can't call him a waste of talent. And he's like 39 or 40 years old. Ricochet is a young guy, came in with a whole lot of fanfare. He's been doing jack squat. Ricochet should have been the one that's a waste of talent.
If I want to piggyback off of Jeff, which is what I like to do,
It's a nice back.
I think these three all are waste of talents, and they can do a lot better than they have been doing. I think the least of those, however, is definitely Ricochet. And I'm not saying that to troll David. I'm saying that because Ricochet obviously is the weakest three. His mic skills are awful. They're terrible. And they bore you. He also is very athletic and he's very good at what he does in the ring, but he does not know how to tell a proper story in the ring. All he knows how to do is flip. With Cesaro is not only athletic, his mic skills but he also knows how to tell a story in the ring. But of everybody of those three, Pentagon is a star. Pentagon is charismatic. He can go in the ring. He's good at everything he does. And I think he's just a waste on AEW right now. It's terrible. Can't stand it. That's my opinion on that.
Thank you. Can I just clarify one thing before I toss to Dylan? Real quick, Dylan. Sorry. I see Rich Haynes says calling AEW racist is a blatant lie. Nobody called them a racist. But all I'm saying is they can't push minority talent. Minority talent that have been over in the indies still can't get over in AEW. That's all I'm saying. And tell me that's a lie.
Hold on. Can indie talent, outside of like Daniel Bryan and the Undisputed Era and stuff like that, fuck them being minority talent? Do any indie talent really get over in WWE unless like the fans make it happen? I mean, and we don't want to talk about them. I mean, outside of them just giving Kofi a push, like I was saying with David, I think this was like last week's show, Jeff, if you remember what I was saying when I was saying about how just the fact of the influx of the minority talent is just coming, period. But like how we get into Bianca Belairs, the Montez Fords, the Big Swoles, and all those people, you know what I'm saying? Like it's because more minorities are getting into wrestling. So it's it's almost like golf with Tiger Woods or like tennis with Serena and Venus. Like you're not gonna have no choice but to put them in certain situations where you wasn't putting them in before. But anyway, I ain't gonna go that deep.
You started with does any talent get over?
So you're the type of person to give a whole soliloquy and then talk about I'm not going into that. Like you already said all the meat and potatoes.
No. I mean, but does any talent get over in WWE? We have AJ Styles, we have Kevin Owens, we have Sami Zayn. I mean, Daniel Bryan. The list goes on and on. There's plenty of indie talent gets over in WWE.
No, I mentioned those.
Can I go?
Those, but like we wouldn't have got that if we wouldn't have got the Yes movement with the fans literally taking over. Like the fans literally made that.
CM Punk had nothing to do with that.
Let's give Dylan his chance.
Can I go after?
All right, so I don't. The only reason I don't believe it's Ricochet is because he can wrestle, he can flip, but it's called World Wrestling Entertainment, and the guy has zero charisma. So if you're going all around charisma, wrestling, and everything, it's got to be Cesaro because overall he can be the bigger star because he has charisma. In my opinion, Ricochet has no charisma, can't cut a promo, and you need to be able to cut a promo to be successful in the wrestling business.
All right, so put on David because I know David has so much to say about this category.
Now I'm gonna. I'm gonna try to make it short and simple, even though I've struggled to do that tonight. Unfortunately, I'm gonna have to agree with all of you. After watching the Ricochet promo from Raw Talk, I think it was not this past Monday, the Monday before. I really, this man can't cut a promo for the life of him. I thought he could try, but he just couldn't get it done. He can do flips in the ring, and he can be impressive in the ring. Which, and that's really about it. That's all I have to say. Is that I guess in terms of wasted talent, it's probably going to have to be either Cesaro or Pentagon Jr. Even though I voted
Rock does count.
For Ricochet.
Rock counts. Rock is an African American. He counts. That doesn't make sense.
Don't listen to Jason. He doesn't even know how to count to 5. Please.
Who said his own name?
Let's move on to the next category, which is
best feud of the year.
There you go. It's a very contentious category. Best feud of the year. And before I give you the nominations, I just wanted to give a shout out to 2 of the guys that I'm surprised I nominated them, but they were not picked for biggest waste of talent. And they were this guy,
what?
Tucker, And obviously, this
Stella-
is kind of a bit
Stella-
Jon Moxley.
Yo.
I don't understand why Jon Moxley wasn't nominated for best waste of biggest waste of time. But anyways, let's get on to the next nomination.
Hold on, time out. Steven, you started a whole movement against Tucker. The hashtag fuck Tucker.
That's right.
movement.
Yeah, what the fuck?
That's right. And he is a big waste of talent, isn't he? He's just a waste of a roster spot. Look at him. Look at this guy.
He's a big piece of wasted shit turd.
Facts.
That's right. I think you should take the first letter in his name, T, and change that with an F, and that's what you think of. That's what you get. What I think of.
You guys are
Tucker.
so rude.
I mean, but does he have talent though?
Yeah, you know what? He does now that they put a snakeskin vest on him and they call him Cameron Grimes. Obvious that he's the same guy. So don't tell me that that's not the same guy. Anyways, the next nomination, the next topic is best feud of the year, and the nominees for best feud are Bailey versus Sasha, Ray versus Seth. Is this correct? And Moxley versus MJF. Who fucking nominated that shit?
I don't know who the fuck did that.
That wasn't even a
Word
good.
up.
That wasn't even a fucking feud.
That wasn't even Moxley's best feud.
Hey, Steven,
That wasn't.
When I seen that, I said, what the fuck? Not bro, what the fuck, but what the fuck? Because that was dumb as shit.
I agree. I say that exact same thing, Willie, every time I see this guy. Look at him. He looks like an idiot. Anyways, and the winner is.
What does El Loco Solo say about this?
Oh, the El Lobo Solo has a lot of opinions on Jon Moxley. Little do you know, Jon Moxley's gimmick infringed El Lobo Solo's gimmick.
Oh, here we go.
That's also why I hate him, because that's my brother.
Can you elaborate on that?
Yeah, no, El Lobo Solo had the whole he's a wild man with buttons off and kind of like you right now, except you look like you were the fourth member of the Brood. But
Hey, Vic, give
we don't need an X rating.
Do we need to break kayfabe now? Blurred lines. Sing it, boys.
I know you want it. I know you want it.
I don't know what song we're doing.
Blurred lines.
I know you want it.
Want it?
No, you.
I know
you. I don't know. That's it. All right, guys, and the winner of best
girl, I want to get with you.
And the winner of best feud is Bailey and Sasha. Congratulations,
No surprise there.
Bailey and Sasha. Nope.
No surprise there, honestly. If I could
Really
just start
not.
off, it really is. If I could just kick it off real quick before everyone just talks over me like a fucking truck. I just think this feud was actually really good. I liked how the story progressed as time went on. No, because everyone's been talking over me this whole goddamn time, and I'm fucking sick of it. Like, fuck. I didn't talk to you, goddammit. I didn't come here dressed for nothing. I don't just sleep like this, goddammit. But let me tell you something, brother. This feud, honestly, it's been planted since maybe late last year, however you want to place it. Damn, there's a lot of fog in these boxes. And I just really thought this feud was well done, taken care of. And they had a hell of a match at Hell in a Cell. Really, they really did. I mean, this story was. I think this was storytelling done right.
Hey, Rick. You asked about
Hey, hold up. Did you just interrupt Bad Guy Jack after he just said he's tired of people interrupting and talking?
I'm tired of people fucking interrupting me. I like you. I know you're a baby face, but god damn it.
Time out. Hey, Bad Guy Jack,
Holy moly, bro.
Yo, we cool. That's why I didn't say anything, but Chris threw that in there and I had to keep it going with I know, brother. Hey, listen, next time you up here, you gotta bring the weed up though.
Hey, Chris. You know this award show. You know what the fuck we do. You know the fuck going on.
You Kanye West, everybody. All right, so let's go ahead and talk about it. All right, Sasha and Bailey. Sasha and Bailey definitely deserve the feud of the year. This is a feud that's been building up for years. If you really think about it, people have been clamoring to see them go at it on the main roster since they debuted on the main roster in 2015. So I'm very happy end of the year. Stella Rivera, don't think I don't know who you are. I know who you are. But very interested to see Bailey and Sasha win this. They deserve it. They carried the WWE on their backs, in my opinion, throughout the year. They were on Raw, they were on NXT, they were on SmackDown, giving out high ratings. Give all the credit in the world to the Golden Role Models, who also should have been nominated for Tag Team of the Year.
All right.
Absolutely. And honestly, too, I just want to throw this out here. Are you waving your? Go ahead, Willie. You can go, Willie.
What I want to say is, as far as the feud of the year, the only reason why I didn't vote for Sasha and Bailey because it did. I guess their feud actually didn't.
Yo, Willie, your dogs don't even agree with the fact that you didn't vote for Sasha and Bailey.
Even your dog thought that you were about to spew out that bullshit. So he had to say something.
So hold on, let me get to what I was saying. Their feud wasn't long enough to be the goddamn feud of the year. Seth had a longer feud. Their feud even crossed brains. So that's why I say if you go to Ray and Seth.
I would disagree with you. But your dog is saying everything I want to say right now. Let's go ahead and go to somebody else. Who else wants to take a stab at this category?
First of all, the dog was 100% right. Second of all, Seth versus Ray was the worst feud of ever. So
absolutely.
Feud. And Moxley versus MJF, they had a feud? What? I mean, come on.
No, I say
those out.
I say Sasha and Bailey because they had us waiting to pull the trigger the whole year. It clearly was the most predictable one, but
that's where I was going, Vic.
They had us waiting to see when they were going to pull the trigger on that. They went to the point of putting all of the gold on them. Making a T-shirt and everything, all of them having 4 titles, which is something that I wanted to see, and something that I was definitely entertained by. So I definitely give it to them because everybody knew that this was going to happen.
Yeah,
the writing was on the wall from the beginning. Everybody saw this coming. So like the fact that this long and then just pull the trigger the way that they did, I think was great.
Okay.
I agree.
I think that with the whole Ray and Seth feud, honestly thought it could have been a really good feud, but unfortunately they dragged it out way too long. And when I mean by way too long, I mean from like July till like the end of this year. Like this feud recently just ended in the end of November and beginning of December. That's almost like a 6-month feud. That's ridiculous. But yeah, I have to give the edge to Bailey and Sasha here. Vic said, it was very predictable, but they finally pulled the trigger, and they had an amazing match at Hell in a Cell. And Bailey and Sasha, feud of the year.
I'm disappointed that I nominated another feud, and my man Damien hit this one right on the head. I know my man Jeff backs me up on this one. How come Lana and the Tables were not nominated as best feud? I don't understand.
Lana and Nia Jax, word up. That's not a bad feud.
It's Hugo Chavez and those Dominion machines.
You just had to bring up Lana somewhere.
Lana is the best.
Number one. I'm not happy with Chris. I'm pretty sure he deleted my Lana Boo Boo face.
I did.
But don't worry about it. This segment is brought to you by Bang. That's right, Chris. It's back. Bang. Lana will put some bang on it. That's for you, Charmaine. Charmaine likes the bang.
We got bang money here.
There you go. We got bang money. My man.
So the next category. So I was told the next category, which I get to announce, female wrestler of the year, and I mean, all 3 contenders. I don't think you can go wrong with any of them. You got Asuka, who had a pretty good 2020. Bailey, who said was pretty much the MVP of SmackDown for pretty much 2020, and then you have Sasha Banks, who won another MVP of SmackDown. I'm just waiting until we get until someone hand me the paper to announce the winner. but I guess before then, that's not the winner. Okay. Because I was getting ready to say, if I could read on here, the winner is David. So congratulations, David. You are the female.
Yeah. Let's go.
Show them boobs, bitch. Okay, you don't have none. But actually, the actual winner is Bailey. Oops.
I like that. Bailey.
Now I feel really uncomfortable now. Now you just made this very uncomfortable for me, David. I mean, Jeff.
I mean, who else held the championship that long and like
let me say this, let me go
on all of the shows and started like a freaking 20-year anniversary of SmackDown and had an amazing heel turn. Like, come on, bro. Like who else is gonna?
Let me say something. Because until there were no fans at the shows, Bailey's heel run was like, just go the fuck away. Until they had the PC era where they had.
Dylan, I agree.
She was doing a terrible job as a heel until they got into the PC.
Dylan, I agree.
I'll tell you, it was like, just go the hell away. Asuka the whole year was tag team champion, and she was around the title the whole year. Asuka to me was MVP. The reason I won't say Bailey, yeah. Bailey was like until April, until the end of March, beginning of April, it was like, Bailey, I don't give a shit. You're a heel. Just go away. You're the worst of the 4 horsewomen. Go the fuck away.
Hey,
Dylan, I agree.
Dylan, I fucking agree with you. And I've had this argument with the executive asshole plenty of times about Bailey's significance right now, being as though the COVID and everything. I even said the other day, like, if the 3 big Ronda, if Becky, and if Charlotte really wasn't gone, I mean, if they wasn't gone, because we really did not care about Bailey's heel turn until it was no
hairline.
Even Shayna made her tap out or whatever at Survivor Series.
Survivor Series. Mm-hmm.
So Sasha and Bailey were the same story.
Who cares? In 2020, who cares? You
yeah,
two, I'm so glad. I'm so glad. Speaking of nobody gives a shit, nobody's giving a shit why the one of y'all saying right now. Bailey actually had a very good year this year. They were the SmackDown Women's Champion.
She had a better year than
heel run. You know what? And I bet she remembers everything that happened in her heel run. Unlike you remembered who you voted for earlier today because you're smoking too much. I'm trying to tell you, Bailey has been. Let me mute you and your dog. Oh, it's not even your dog. Whose dog is that?
Dylan? It's the bad guy. So he should give.
Oh,
that dog some hit, so it shuts up.
Those not my dogs.
Oh,
all right. So here's the thing. Bailey was the SmackDown Women's Champion throughout most of the year. Her heel run was so good, they put her on NXT. Notice who else was put on NXT for a while? That was Charlotte Flair when she won the NXT Women's Championship. Did not move the needle. They took it off of her. Bailey went over there. Bailey brought Sasha. Ratings went up. Things were getting more interesting. They moved them over to Raw because they were so interesting, much more interesting than the Raw women over there. Gave her the Raw Women's Championship. I mean, what more do you need to see? That Bailey's influence was so spectacular. That's why she's your Women's Wrestler of the Year.
Because until there were no fans allowed, until there were no fans, no one gave a shit about Bailey and Sasha. Until there were no fans, because everyone was just like, get the hell away. She didn't.
I can counter that. Because Matt Riddle did not show up. Matt Riddle did not show up until the main roster until there were no fans. So I don't say they didn't think anybody cared about Matt Riddle until they showed up. You're going to use that logic. Your logic makes no sense, bro. Your logic makes no sense. You're speaking from a passion. You're not speaking from a brain.
I'm not. You're right. You're not. Asuka was champion the whole year. Asuka's been champion the whole year, including the end of last year.
She got hated the title. That doesn't matter.
No one gave a shit about Sasha and Bailey until there were no fans. Asuka wrestled Becky at Rumble. Asuka was tag team champion the whole year, and she won Money in the Bank, and she's been champion the whole year.
All right, now you, Chris. Go. Now you, Chris. Go. Go.
You've been champion the whole year. She wrestled Becky Lynch, and she
Go
lost to
Ninja,
Becky
go
Lynch.
Ninja, go. Go Ninja, go Ninja, go. Go Ninja, go Ninja, go.
And she had the tag team championship, and they lost it to who? They lost it to Nikki Cross and Alexa Bliss. Who did Nikki Cross and Alexa Bliss lose to? Oh, hello, ding dong. Sasha Banks and Bailey. All right,
Sasha Banks and Bailey Kool-Aid, bitch.
That's right.
You make
Now,
no
David,
sense.
you
Ron, take it away.
They had
now, you-
all
now,
the
you-
gold.
what?
All the gold.
Hold up. David.
Screen on me.
Hold up. David, now you tell them why.
Wait.
Hold up. Now, David, you tell them why Lana's the best. Go.
Because she's number one.
Seriously? You
Lana-
stopped
Lana was
the whole
team nominated.
You stopped
Lana
the
was
whole
time
show
nominated.
to put the
Okay,
camera
let
on
me
me
down,
to ask
bro.
why
Let
Lana
me-
is the best. Steven, stop with the bullshit. Like even I don't do that over Ricochet.
Well,
Ron,
Rusev taught Lana how to pin Nia
The
Jax.
very next category that we have here.
Well, wait. Rusev taught Lana how to pin Nia Jax the night before.
That's so beautiful. Can
Yeah,
Ron,
we are.
can Ron hold?
Thank you
Can Ron
for
hold?
reminding me. Hold up a second. Can I lead here 1 second? Just and that reminds me. Thank you all for reminding me, especially
You
Joe.
missing Lana. I swear to God.
Happy holidays,
God.
everybody. We want to wish you happy holidays and happy New Year from the UPR crew. We want to wish you all the best. Happy holidays, safe holidays. Thank you.
And from the dog too.
Oh, you got a picture.
Rusev.
You got a
Rusev
picture
taught
of
her how to
Lana's
69.
woman? You got a picture of Lana.
Oh, what am I supposed to do? Oh, right. So the next category is worst show. David, why don't you take that away?
All right, so worst show. I kind of put a bias towards NXT here, but I'm not the one who controls the votes. So our nominees for our worst shows this year. Not. I kind of put the bias towards AEW because I hate on AEW, but they're actually, in my opinion, they're not that bad. Anyways, nominees for worst show of the year, we had Impact, NXT, and Dynamite. I don't even know how NXT is in here. They've been one of the better shows out of all these three. But our winner is, drumroll please.
How much mousse do you use in your hair? Do you use mousse?
Do I use what?
Do you use mousse on your hair?
Moose?
Yeah.
No.
Yeah, Moose, that big. Yeah,
Moose,
David,
that
don't you know? David, do you know Moose? Moose, the big black
Moose.
guy that is on
Moose.
Impact Wrestling. Does he put his hand through your hair?
What the?
Wait a
Okay.
minute.
I'm
Wait
not
a
even
minute.
going
Nobody
to get into
doesn't
that.
matter. I'm the
I'm
one that
gonna
wants
put
to
that
Impact around here?
Just goes
All right.
to
Well,
my
speaking of
big bad
Impact, your winner is Impact Wrestling. Impact Wrestling gets worst show of the year, gentlemen.
I mean, that's not even
Honestly,
debatable.
That wasn't really.
That's
I
not
mean,
even debatable.
I've heard, if I could get a second or two, I've heard their shows are really good, but who's been watching it? There's no momentum going with Impact. So this was really not a hard case. I mean, for God's sake, we cover NXT AEW. No one's ever said, hey, should we cover that Impact?
I mean,
So this was really undebatable.
No, I mean, like, honestly, it's a shame because I really thought that Tessa Blanchard winning.
Well, this solidifies it right here. This solidifies
That's a
it.
blessing.
What?
Hey, can we call this? Hey, can we call this guy out? Can we
Who
call
is
this guy
that?
out?
Who is that? Show
No,
yourself.
No. Keep moving.
Keep moving.
Wait, what happened? Wait, what happened?
Don't derail this show. Keep going.
Very funny.
Keep going.
I'm not saying it.
Keep
John
going.
Travolta, keep going.
Okay.
Okay.
Let's go. Let's go Saturday Night Fever.
What happened just now?
Yeah, John Travolta, baby.
Oh, I see. Oh, okay.
Okay. So
Anyway, damn, I lost my train of thought.
now you're
never trained.
talking about Impact.
You were saying how much you loved Impact.
No. Oh, yeah, no. I thought it was going to be a big deal with Tessa Blanchard winning the world title. And I thought they were going to be surprised. But then, like, it all just went downhill as soon as COVID came in. So that's that. And then
I'll tell you what.
I think also too her momentum, like it was how do you say this? But it was like they put the title on her, but there really wasn't nothing going for Impact. So it was like, oh, let's just put the title around her. Let's see what happens. Let's see if we can get some buzz. But there was really no buzz. And then also too, maybe that weekend, that's when all that stuff came out. A weekend before it came out about the news about her being racist. And so, yeah, it didn't really surprise me all that much.
You know what she wasn't? She wasn't a fine girl. like brandy.
I drink brandy.
You're a fine
Fine girl.
What a good wife you
We would be.
my life, my love, and my lady is the sea. See,
we got work on our timing on this though. But yes, he gets
the doo-doos. I mean, that was pretty obvious.
I did doo-doo.
Oh, good man. Hey,
thanks.
Hold on.
I missed the song.
I'm going to talk about this real quick. I'm going to mention this right now. NXT Impact Wrestling this is the only category where the winner was voted on unanimously. Nobody voted any other show, but it was a struggle for me not to pick. Okay, it was a struggle for me not to pick NXT. All right, NXT, in my opinion, has been a horrible show this year. Right, and I know that's an unpopular opinion, but if you look at their product, they have people like Jake Atlas on the screen. Right, does not work.
Atlas.
They have people like Shotzi Blackheart on the screen. Doesn't work for me. This show has gone downhill so much.
I agree with you, Chris. I totally agree with you. I 100% agree with you.
You have no idea how much. You have no idea how much my life has been complete.
The only reason why I agree with y'all,
You can't agree with them. You only watch one show, and that's AEW, Dylan.
I watched them both.
Raw is the worst show.
Less eyes are on Impact.
No, NXT has been worse than Raw. The stories in NXT have been worse than Raw.
That's
hands down.
So less eyes on Impact. That's what the fans are gonna vote for. Now, as far as between NXT and AEW has been beating NXT in ratings. So why would you?
It looks like everybody's inside. It looks like everybody's inside, but I swear I'm hearing outside. Like, what's going on?
I heard it like a truck went by, right? Yeah.
Who, me?
We don't know diesel power.
It's a convoy. Breaker, 24, good buddy.
I nominated NWA because they're the only ones that like got canceled or stopped production entirely, and then they came back and showed repeats. Like that sucks.
And then there's
but aren't they AEW now? Aren't they
4 episodes?
They're 4 episodes, and they're all fucking repeats. Go ahead, Vic.
Wait, aren't they merging with AEW now and doing stuff with AEW now?
Mm-mm. No,
that's
because
Impact.
there's stuff
That's
because
only their
they're
women's division.
negative.
Oh wait, no, it's just Thunder Rosa. And that's it.
Whatever. Let's go to the next category. Back to you, Ron.
What is the very next category? Because I do not have the categories in front of me.
Worst pay-per-view. Oh no, we did that one already.
No, we did that one. That's what I'm saying. We just did that one. I don't have that.
Yeah, we did. I got you.
No, yeah.
Who's watching?
While we get let's do a song. Let's introduce one of our special guests.
No, we got the category. We got the category.
We got Johnny Gargano. Johnny, take us away in song. Go ahead, Def.
I got you, babe. I got you, babe.
Wait, was I supposed to be here?
I got
Oh, it's a duo. Just the two of us. We can make it if we try. Just the two of us. You and I. Just the two of us. Building those castles in the sky. Just the two of us. You and I.
You and I.
Hey, wait, look. No, Chris has a headache. Look.
Johnny Gargano is not 1, 2, but 3 people. Okay. That doesn't make any sense.
So we got. So Jeff, we're gonna let you take it off for the next category. It's best. He has a headache.
All right, best UPR duo. Jeff and Lasakaria, Jeff and Steamin' Willie Beeman. No, all of these are lies. I came in too late. I'm like the Pat McAfee. I was too late, too little. Didn't deserve anything. The actual duos are Steve and Katrina, Ron and Dylan, and Chris and Steamin' Willie Beeman. And your winner is whoa! What? I can't believe it. It's Miss Ecuador. Oh, what? I'm sorry. La La Land? No. Chris and Willie. Woo!
What?
What?
Wait a minute. What the
Who voted
fuck?
this stuff? Wait a minute. Wait a minute.
I'm offended. I've been on for a year.
Who voted this?
Hold on, I
We're
need
home
a
for like
solo.
2 weeks. For like
I
2
need
weeks.
a
That was it.
solo before anybody say anything. I need me and Chris. What the fuck? Like we the most
No, Charmaine. No.
we the most bickering.
I love
Like,
you.
I didn't even know we was fucking nominated together, but I guess the
This is why you don't smoke.
makes us great.
Ladies and gentlemen, if you ever want a commercial for truth.com, just listen to a Willie talk. I'm trying to explain to you, right? You and I are entertaining to these Hammond-Niggers who are watching. It is because I sit here and put up with your nonsense. That's the only reason, okay?
Wait.
So just be happy. Just be happy that the only reason how come you win something is because you're with me.
No,
Willie is a
no,
pothead
Chris.
and
Hey,
Chris is
Chris,
nothing
you know what, Chris? I'm not
Fake
gonna let you
news.
say that.
Fake news, yeah.
Hold on, I need a solo. Give me my solo. Give me.
You know what? Hold on. Willie, you're a handsome man. You got a good hairline. I like your shirt, but I need to talk for a minute. Bad guy's kind of pissed right about now.
Hold on.
Bad guy,
Jack, hold on. Bad guy Jack, because guess what? I think you should have been nominated.
Yes.
So I was going.
I was nominated,
Yeah,
and I
thank you,
fucking
Jake.
lost. You know, I'm in these categories.
That's
Yes.
just who you was nominated with.
Well, let me tell you something, brother. Me and Dylan were carrying SmackDown for the summer. We were doing a great job. You guys were doing good. You guys were good. Y'all were a cool tag team. Y'all were a nice mix, put together a strange bedfellow tag team. But me and Dylan was an actual tag team. We were working our asses off, bringing the best entertainment. Where's Dylan? Put Dylan on here. Dylan, where are you? Because I might want you to do a rant. Someone get Dylan in here. Get him in here. Yes. Me and Kingpin over here, we were working our asses off on SmackDown, and we didn't fucking win at all. I came on this show. They said, "Hey, bad guy, I want you to host." And I said, "All right, cool. I'm gonna be." Who made that noise? Yes, yes. And I worked my ass off. And I was asked to host this damn show, and I didn't win nothing. And I'm very mad because I worked my ass off. I have no ass, and I was here. And now I win nothing.
Can I get my
Yeah,
close up?
I want Dylan
Let
rant.
me get my close up.
I got an important question.
I want Dylan.
Wait.
Hold up. Everybody be quiet. Dylan, did you just hear Ron call you Kingpin? That was like the
Yeah,
funniest thing.
I get called that all the time by JJ, so I agree with that. That's first of all. Second of all, wasn't Chris and Willie a team for like 3 weeks? That was it.
Yeah. And
Well,
then they
how do they get nominated? How do they even get nominated?
Well, I think it's just entertaining.
Me and Ron.
Hold on. I'm gonna tell you why.
It's interesting that
I think we should have
Willie and I
revote.
and we were on for 3 weeks, and you and Rob were on for 4 months, and nobody wanted to vote for y'all. I mean, what does that tell you?
Please,
Kingpin,
Chris, let me go.
stick to your thing. All right, go ahead, get your close up on, buddy.
Hold on. Let me say something. Because I was
Don't
trying to come off humble. Guess
Don't
what?
eat the camera.
I want to know why me and Chris won. And guess what? Because we the best to fucking ever do it. Whenever we do grace y'all with our fucking presence together, whether we bicker, whether we go back and forth or whatever, guess what? Not only are we fucking knowledgeable, we are fucking entertaining. So, Ron, you want to know why you lost? Because who you was paired with. Everybody fucking hates Dylan. The viewers, even some of the goddamn co-hosts. Now, Steven, I voted
At least
for you.
I still show up.
I don't even think I voted for you.
You show up, really? Okay.
Just because of the longevity and the chemistry that you and Katrina had, y'all actually put on a great fucking show on Mondays, and y'all were consistent. So, if we would have lost, I would have rather it been to y'all. But guess what? Me and the executive asshole, we won. So guess what? I would say, outside of Steven and Katrina, I want to thank the other nominees. And Ron, you part of the 3-man trio. The best 3-man team on fucking UPR. But right now, it's time to gloat a little bit. It's a little war show, baby. You know what it is. And guess what? As much as me and the executive asshole bicker or whatever, guess what? We won, baby. So fuck
this
off.
is rigged.
Yeah, guess what?
I'm going to quote
I agree
Donald
with
Trump
doing.
here. I'm going to quote Donald Trump here. This is rigged.
Ron is transformed. Ron is transformed. And I don't know what's going on.
What the fuck? Oh,
I don't know
man.
how Steven managed to win Funniest Host of the Year, but
Oh shit.
also, I kind of want to go on a mini rant here.
Whoa,
So
you can't
hold the fuck up.
David,
So how are you gonna tell
hold
me?
on, David. You don't get to go on a rant about not being nominated.
No, I am. Here's why.
So look, I already know that's where you was going. David,
Nah,
I already
you're
know
not
that's
doing
where
that.
you was going. So you don't get to go on a rant about being nominated.
For what?
You
I
don't.
carried not only
not about
NXT
winning.
and AEW, but I also carried Monday Night Raw. How
Because
dare
guess
you
what?
not
You're not a
nominate me and
draw.
Steven
You're not
or
a
me?
draw.
Because you had the
Steven's the draw.
because David, when you were with NXT, Steven was the draw. When you were
Dylan, I don't want to
draw.
hear it. What the carriage your
You got
back
the
all the way
lowest
from
draw, David.
SmackDown?
You're
you had the
not.
lowest rated show. You had the lowest rated show.
Steven's the
When you were
draw,
doing it.
David. You're not.
Dylan, just so you realize, Ron
You were
is your
checking on
biggest
Ron
straw.
to
He's
see what
carrying
his form is
you
now.
through that SmackDown review, buddy. That you don't
Run
even
back,
touch.
everybody.
Whoa, then you
Oh no, hey, shout
Run back.
out to my man Chris, the executive asshole. You brought me on here, man, and we won. So shout out to you.
I will also say that Steve and Katrina were a very good duo, but the only reason how come Steve and Katrina were pulling in good numbers because I had to sit there and carry and bring reasoning and reckoning to that show. So that's what I did for them. And
Reckoning was on the show.
And honestly speaking, whether I am whether it's me and this guy here, or whether it's me and this guy here, or whether it's me and this guy here, well, maybe not you, but whether it's me and this guy here.
Hey, what's that character from Star Wars? Is it Jabba the Hutt?
Oh no!
Oh no!
Is it
No,
Jabba the
Willie,
Hutt?
don't.
No, I think you're thinking about Han Solo.
No, I'm thinking about Jabba the Hutt.
Actually,
That was what's the
I
name?
want to address something
swear,
real quick.
when
I
y'all
want to
just
address
showed
something real quick.
Dylan
Please
just made
don't.
me
Please
think of
don't.
Jabba
Please
the Hutt
don't.
in Star Wars.
Just keep
All
moving.
right, fine. Willie, get to the next. Well, Ron, take
Nobody
back the control.
cares.
What
Nobody-
is the? Okay. Here we go. The next category is best commentator. So Willie, this is actually your spot.
Oh no.
Well, guess what?
Oh, is Max back?
Yes.
Yeah, that's what happens.
Shut up. Is, Corey Graves, Muro, somebody, and
Rolado.
Mauro Ranallo.
You said Bureau.
Miro Ronaldo. It's Miro Ronaldo. Michael
Ronaldo.
Corey Graves.
I think it's the dog.
I voted for Miro. The winner is Miro. So that's what I voted for. And that's who won.
The dog doesn't agree.
Hey man,
The dog sound agitated.
Y'all real raw and uncut.
Of course it's dudes.
What's that dating app on that dog commercial with that talking dog?
The talking dog.
That's our demo.
What's that dog from Chicago? And he was talking about crime. Is he in it?
Gruff. Are you talking about take a bite out of crime?
Yeah, you're taking a bite. Yeah.
Gruff McGruff.
Yeah. Oh, there we go.
It's a really big scandal.
Yeah.
So, I mean, I don't think we had to dig too deep into this, but I think we can all. Well, I don't know if we can all agree, but I think that was the right choice. I mean, he sounded like when he did commentary, he didn't sound like a robot. So, I don't know. Does anybody want to follow up?
That makes him the best commentator, but Corey Graves is the best color analyst in the business. And then I want to give another credit to Michael Cole, who does so much when he's calling a match that I think it's a little bit lost on people, but he does sound like a robot to me a lot. So that's the problem. But if you want to talk about actually calling the action in the match, telling the story, the sign behind the match and everything that's going on with the person in the ear, nobody does it better than Michael Cole, in my opinion. Ronaldo could not handle that, and that's not me trying to take a shot at his mental condition, but he's unable to handle stuff like that. He actually had an interview where he just talked about how he likes to really do things his way. And if it's not his way, he takes his ball and he goes home. Rob,
Chris,
you know,
I hate.
I wanted to just actually. Go ahead.
Sorry, Jack. Chris, I hate to interrupt, but we actually have the winner of this category on the air with us tonight, ladies and gentlemen. It's Miro.
Hello, everybody. I'm glad I am the best commentator. Fuck all y'all. Fuck Michael Cole. Fuck Corey Graves. Fuck all of you guys. I am the best. Fuck AEW.
Yeah, quit.
Oh, Rusev, don't you work there?
I just want to say that Muro, he gives the commentator
Yes,
a
I'm
big
here.
fight feel. What the fuck ever
Wait, why do you sound like Boris from Natasha from Rocky and Bullwinkle? What was that? Like, I'm here. What is that?
Okay.
What was that?
He said.
First of all, can we pronounce it Morrow? Morrow Ronaldo.
Oh, like Mark. Okay,
Morrow.
Morrow Ronaldo.
Morrow. Okay. That's I mean, he gives it.
I'm here.
He gives it like a big fight commentating feel
True.
with his style. So that's why I voted for him, and I see that the fans voted. But I keep telling Vic he not the real Vic, so he needs to change his name or something.
He's not the real Vic, so he's a clone. Okay.
My name. Well,
So
they got the same name, so it's a lot of us.
So Vic, you got this category, buddy. You got it.
Yes. Okay. So for the best moment, ladies and gentlemen, the best moment of the year, and this category, honestly, is a little difficult to choose because all three of these nominees are very good. So for the best moment, we have Edge returning.
Yes! Finally.
Roman Reigns returning on Spine.
Edge one.
And
SummerSlam.
lastly, and my pick, that is when Drew McIntyre hit Brock Lesnar with the Claymore to eliminate him from the Royal Rumble. That's my pick. I like that pick. I think that is one of the most impactful picks of the year. That pick pretty much just solidified Drew's year. Everybody pretty much knew from that moment on he was winning the Rumble. He was going to become champion, and that's exactly what happened. And everybody just popped the hell out of that place. Now, at the same time, though, if you got to compare those two pops, Edge's pop was probably bigger. But then Drew's kick was way more impactful. So, that's why I'm just like this about it. But still, I still pick Drew.
Well, to interject, I'm going to vote for Edge because, as far as your argument and some other people argument about why Edge wasn't, what was it? That was the category earlier.
Comeback
biggest
of the
return.
Return of the year.
One of some people arguments was the pop didn't matter. So in this moment where it was the biggest moment, and even though it was leaked a little bit, like when you heard "You Think You Know Me," even if you wasn't in the crowd and you was at home, you went the fuck off.
I would
now
like a rocket.
Yep.
Roman's return as a heel, even though he won. When you seen Roman return and he won, you like, okay, here we go again with this shit. Just another way of Vince cramming down that Roman is the guy. But when you seen Edge at that Rumble and you think you know, and you know what, that pop is synonymous with two other things. The look on the guy's face when the streak was broke, and when the Hardys returned that Mania, that pop, the way that shit went off is just like that in Edge. So the best moment in wrestling this year was Edge returning.
So,
okay, so the winner is okay, guys. Is somebody else got something to say?
No. Carry on, because I'll say I'll talk after you announce the winner.
All right, so the winner is You Think You Know Me. Edge.
Yes.
You think you know me.
So I thought that was actually a really good moment. It was really cool. especially since that was like probably one of the last few shows where we had crowds, and the crowd. I remember being at a bar, and the whole bar was actually really excited. So that's a really great moment. But I went with Roman Reigns, just because it's been a long time. Like he's been stale as a baby face. So the fact that they turned him heel and they really went with him being a heel and add more aggression, and I don't know. I just thought that was something. And even then, you didn't know if he was a heel yet, but you felt the change. So I went with Roman turning heel at SummerSlam.
I'm actually a little interested in hearing because two of these moments that we have in this category actually happened in the same event, and we actually had somebody who was here. I mean, who was there for that event, and that's Dylan Kaplan. Decap, can you tell us about what do you think will be the moment of the year since you were there for Brock Lesnar be eliminated as well as Edge returning?
Your mic is our butt.
It's the best way to listen to you.
I think that was the biggest reaction I've ever seen at a wrestling event for a return was Edge. The place was so loud. It was louder than WrestleMania. And I remember you and we were watching, I believe, a Survivor Series, and Stone Cold came out, and we were going about how the crowd was moving and jumping all over the place. You could see them jumping all over the place and how loud it got. And the only thing that reminded me of that was the Edge return,
I could possibly see that. So thank you. Very well said. Let's go ahead and go to the next category. Ron, take it away.
All right. So the very next category here is, and Chris, you get to take this away. It is the Breakout Star of the Year.
Breakout Star of the Year is a really simple category. This is somebody who might have been a little lackluster. What is that noise?
I don't know. Someone eating?
It's somebody who has had a lackluster beginning of the year, but toward the end, really broke out, really took over and became more star. They entered 2020 less of a star than they leave in 2020. And let's go ahead and go some of these names. That is Orange Cassidy, MJF, and Jay Uso. And the winner is, I don't know. And the winner is
Freshly Squeezed.
No.
Are you kidding me? If it's fucking Jey Uso, I'm gonna fucking lose it. There's no way it should be fucking Jey Uso. He was out for most of the year.
I can't figure out who that is. Anyway, so the winner is actually a tie. It's a tie between Orange Cassidy and MJF. Two AEW.
Wow.
Damn.
Wow.
First tie.
Yeah. That's actually surprising because I thought.
All right.
Mm-hmm. No, go ahead.
Go ahead, Ron.
Oh, okay.
Baby.
So I was just gonna say, Orange Cassidy, he had a really good year. I'm actually surprised anyone voted for him because I know he's not a controversial figure, but he's either you like him or you don't. But I thought MJF personally, I've really been digging his work especially as a heel. I think he just gets it young. He gets it. He just gets his character. So I went with MJF. I'm actually surprised anyone even voted for Orange Cassidy.
Agree.
All right. And you can take it to the next one.
Hold up a second. I want to jump in here for a second because I think that somebody got shortchanged in this category, and that's Darby Allin. Listen, as much as I can't stand his Skateboard Pete gimmick, and the fact that he's also, stolen Skateboard Pete's gimmick, Pineapple Pete's gimmick, Thunder Rosa's gimmick, and now apparently Sting's gimmick, the guy can go in the ring, and he's a special talent, and I think he's the next superstar. He actually won a title, unlike MJF, so I don't know what everybody was voting for or nominating, but Darby Allin should be the guy that is the breakout star of the year.
All right, I need to say something to counter my tag team partner on the airwaves.
Why? What did I do?
Not you, my other tag, my podcast tag team partner.
Oh, are we a stable?
On the Hammerlock Hangover.
We're trios champions, Ron. We're trios champions.
Yes!
All right. Orange Cassidy is not a star. People think he's a star, but he is not. He has no star power outside of the AEW faithful. His segments are consistently among the lowest ratings rated on Dynamite week in, week out. MJF is a star. I may not love him, but he's a star that has mainstream possibility. In fact, he was awarded a New York Times Culture Award. When's the last time you heard a wrestler getting any sort of recognition from the New York Times? So if he's not a breakout star working with Chris Jericho, I don't know who is, and no, he has not won a title, but he won that ring twice, which is tantamount to a title, and working with Chris Jericho. We all know titles are props. So it should have been MJF. I have no issue with it. And Orange Cassidy is overripe. He's like most fruit, he's fungible.
Fungible.
I mean, I went with Keith Lee.
You did?
Yes. I went with Keith Lee because you could already see from Survivor Series last year that he was going to get the major push that he got this year. Started the year at literally taking the belts off of the Undisputed Era. And then right after that, like literally lasting as NXT champion for a month to get called. So they put the rocket behind this guy. I mean, I don't know what the hell's going to happen now. They definitely put the rocket behind this guy, and they believe in him. So that's why I've never seen somebody move that fast. So yeah, I went with Keith Lee.
All right. So with that very said, we're going to go with the very next category, which Dylan, you want to take away?
What is it? Worst feud of the year?
No, biggest waste of talent.
Oh, okay.
Got it?
The biggest waste of female talent. The nominees are Shayna Baszler, Rhea Ripley, and Dana Brooke.
All right.
And can I say who it is and then give my opinion?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
All right. So
Absolutely.
the winner is Rhea Ripley, and I'll tell you why. Right at the same time Keith Lee got his big push last year, Rhea had I would say, an even bigger push. She had the War Games match. Then, she had that Friday Night SmackDown where she pinned, I believe she pinned Charlotte or Sasha. She pinned one of them. And at TakeOver, her and Candice were the only remaining members of their team. And then after that, you had Rhea pin Sasha at Survivor Series. Now, she was, up until, I would say, WrestleMania, she was the biggest female talent in the company. And then they just, for some reason, they had Charlotte beat her. I don't know why. And then she's never been the same. She was like the hottest thing in wrestling. And she lost all that steam. And I think the only way to get her back to where she was is by having her beat Charlotte.
Unfortunately, I'm going to have to agree with Dylan here. I think Rhea Ripley had so much momentum going for her into WrestleMania. And then they put the title on Charlotte. They made Rhea lose all her momentum, and she came back, and she really hasn't been the same since. I mean, I know I just sound like basically just a copy of what Dylan said, but it's kind of sad because Rhea Ripley really could have been one of the biggest stars on the main roster women's division. I see you making faces, Steven. Be quiet. But yeah, that's all I have to say on that one. I guess Steven wants to bow in here, so.
He's raising his hand. Go ahead, sir.
He's going to say Lana.
I'm going to jump in here. No, I'm not going to say Lana, although I did nominate now Lana because I think she's going to be the 2021 Raw Women's Champion of the Year, but that's neither here nor there. Listen, everybody needs to calm down about fucking Rhea, all right? Listen, Charlotte put Rhea, she elevated her to a different level. She did the same shit for Asuka when she took Asuka's streak from her, and everybody was bitching. She shouldn't have lost the streak. She's fucking buried. Everybody with the fucking boo-boo face. It's goddamn ridiculous. And it's the same fucking thing here with Rhea. Rhea is on another level. Do you understand that Rhea is the Charlotte of NXT right now? That's because of the dance that she had with Charlotte. When she gets up to the main roster, she's got a built-in feud with Charlotte. She is going to be a superstar. She's going to be what Asuka is now. She is the 5th best wrestler in all of women's wrestling. 5th best. You take the 4 horsewomen, you can add Charlotte. Asuka. Asuka is the 5th. And Rhea Ripley is right there. In 2-3 years, you're going to see Rhea is going to be so fucking dominant. Enough with this fucking Charlotte buried her nonsense. It's ridiculous. The answer here is the clear winner is Raquel Gonzalez. Thank you.
It's funny everyone's saying Rhea. That was wonderful what Steve said.
What?
I never thought. I never. Hold on. Go ahead, Evil Dose. What you got? What do you got?
The biggest waste of talent is themselves, but the biggest waste of talent is arguably one of the top half dozen, if not top 10 in the world, inarguably, and that's Tessa Blanchard. She's the biggest waste of talent of the year because she hasn't worked most of the year.
That doesn't make any sense.
I'm sorry.
That doesn't make a lot of sense. Facts. That is the biggest waste of talent.
She did that to herself.
I mean, she wasted her own talent. That's it. She wasted her own talent.
I got Raquel Gonzalez confused with a different category.
Rhea Ripley had a pretty good year. Dana Brooke doesn't have talent.
I picked Dana Brooke.
Yeah, so
she got a talent somewhere.
Wrestler. She
started the year with Batista, and I always respected her for getting beat up by Ronda Rousey.
Batista thinks she's talented,
but
not enough.
But yeah, to
answer the question.
I always feel bad for her because I think the best work that she did was with the Titus brand.
See, that Charmaine agrees.
I agree.
Yeah.
She's like the Brooklyn Brawler of the women's division.
She has a ripped shirt.
No, but she's like in that category. Like she's like the forever jobber. She is the new Alicia Fox.
She does a Northern suplex. I've never seen her do a Northern suplex ever.
No, what I mean is just that she's never gonna get past jobber status.
Did you say Alicia Fox? I'm excited.
You know she's a legend. How dare you? She will be here this past.
Okay, Alicia Fox had one Divas Championship and her entire career, and then literally was just used for.
She was she definitely was there. To
never had any merch until the end of her career. Come on, man.
Who's the black female diva who's a sex machine with all the chivas? Fox. Alicia.
I thought we were gonna say Jazz. Okay.
Who's the cat that won't pop out when danger's hanging all about? Fox.
Alicia Fox.
I will tell you right now, I am not wasting another second talking about Alicia Fox. Ron, let's go to the next category.
See what I'm saying?
Our very next category is Worst Feud of the Year. Steven Pena Takeover.
I think we already did this one, no?
Yeah, we already did that.
We did that one?
Yeah.
No,
we did best feud.
We did the worst feud of the year.
No, this is the worst. That's what I say. I'm not drunk. I know what I'm doing.
Sorry.
No,
I'm drunk. I'm almost at that. I'm at the bottom of my wine bottle. Worst feud. The worst feud nominees are Ray versus Seth. I don't know.
Wait, what the hell?
The worst feud nominees are Ray versus Seth, MVP versus Apollo, and Moxley versus Archer. Let me just cut the bullshit. Hey, we know it's Moxley versus Archer is winner.
Oh my God!
Let's just go ahead and talk to the winner. Ladies and gentlemen, we've got Moxley here on the air with us. Moxley, what do you have to say about you being a complete goddamn waste of talent and a loser? Oh my God. Zach? I got Renee pregnant? How did that happen? I lost my title? How did that happen? Bye. Thanks a lot, Moxley. Thanks for showing up.
When do we have Grover on the show? Why is Grover on the show?
Moxley.
That sounds like Grover.
Hello? I was a champion.
What is he, Shaggy? What the fuck?
No, that's Shaggy. That's Grover.
First of all, you all mean Muttley. You all mean Muttley, you idiots.
No, he didn't do that.
I stole a championship from New Japan.
That's gross.
Steven, let's get a winner going. Let's get a winner
That
going,
sounds like
All right,
wow.
listen.
That sounds like a Hanna-Barbera cartoon.
Listen,
I don't know
let's
what's
see
going
who's
on
the
here.
winner. Apparently,
when I met Mr. Hanna.
Yeah,
apparently
Hanna-Barbera.
Moxley didn't win.
Yeah, from Hanna-Barbera.
Yeah, there you go. See, I'm up to point. I know what these things.
Yeah,
Apparently, the worst feud of the year was not Jon Moxley related. It was Ray and Seth. Ray and Seth are the worst. Go ahead and talk about it.
That feud just dragged way too long.
That's it. That's what it is.
It's really what it is. I mean, I think the ingredients in the match, like Seth and Ray, I thought, yeah, that could be something good, but that just dragged, and then when they had the brand split, you said, oh, cool, now you can move on from here, and they can go through another chapter. Seth is on SmackDown, Ray on Raw, whatever. You separate them, get away from them, because we need to. And then it's like this. It's like this fucking cartoon where it's like, oh look, I got away from this person, and then the person is like, nah, homie, I'm right here with you. It was ridiculous. It just dragged. It did not need to be 6-7 months or whatever, and then the family got involved, and the daughter, then the mother was there, and someone's eye fell out. Ray got killed maybe 2-3 times. It just dragged. So that's my rant as I lose my voice.
It might have been all time, let alone this year.
In this moment of silence that everybody's given us for this worst feud, I want to counter with this opinion. Had it not been for Ray versus Seth, we would not gotten the gift that is.
Here we go.
Aaliyah Mysterio. Come on now.
Oh my God.
How it has birthed Aaliyah Mysterio into the WWE universe. So how can you call it the worst feud when we've gotten probably one of the best gifts to all of women's wrestling?
I will.
We're going to play this back.
With her mother.
We're going to play this back in about 5 years.
Dominic Mysterio.
Yeah, those are two good counter arguments. Dominic
Who could have been nominated for Breakout Star? Dominic actually had a very good year. One thing I'll say about this feud, one, it was actually also nominated for Best Feud, believe it or not. How, I don't know why. But they actually did produce a couple good moments. Ray versus Seth is in my top 10 match of the year. And I'm talking about the one that had Extreme Rules with the eye thing. Now, the eye at the ending, of course, was a little kooky. People don't like it. You didn't like it. You loved it or something like that. But the match itself was excellent. And it had a lot of good moments. Sorry, Mr. Fisk. But it had a lot of good moments. So I want to go ahead and I want to talk about that. Dominic Mysterio. The time where they beat the hell out of him with the kendo stick. That was brutal. People were talking about that. That whole episode. Yeah. It was really, really good. So, did it drag too long? Yes. Did you think it was about to be over? And then, no, really? They're talking about it again? I completely agree with you. I'm scared. One of the reasons, and I think I mentioned this earlier on the SmackDown episode, one of the reasons I'm scared of Seth coming back so early is I think he's going to come back to get right back in that feud, and that's scaring me.
That is scary.
I do not.
Crawley.
I don't want to see it. I don't want to see it. Let's go to the next category. Ron, take it away.
Yeah, so the next category is most improved, and look, it looked like I'm the one who talks about this one. Most improved. We have Gonzalez, we have Cedric, the Entertainer, and then we got Mandy Rose, aka
Mandy Rose.
I mean, all three are really, really good. I probably put Mandy last, but I don't know. Did we get a winner? Because I'm sitting here rambling and talking like Rambling Rabbit. We don't actually have a winner here.
Carmella.
No, I don't believe that. Who did that? Oh wow, I'm actually surprised at this. But I mean, she really did have a good way across the. Yes, thank you, Vic.
Oh, sorry.
Yes, thank you, sir. No, you did great, man. You did. I know it's been a long day, but yes, Gonzalez is the winner. Not a bad pick. I believe I voted for her as Cedric. I know I didn't vote for Mandy Rose, but she really had a good way of closing the year. She pinned the NXT Women's Champion. She had and she honestly stole the show in the War Games match a month or so ago. So not a bad pick.
She came in as Diesel. She ended as Kevin Nash. in 1 year.
She did wear leather pants. No, I agree. She wore leather pants. She does a power bomb. I agree. No, I agree.
You're missing a metaphor there, but okay.
Nothing goes over my head because my reflexes are too fast.
You know, I agree with the both of you. I think that Lana is 1,000% the most improved wrestler, and I think that she's shown it time and time again that she can give Nia Jax a Hurricane Rana. She can draw ratings on Monday Night Raw, even though nobody else can. Lana is our champion.
Hey, Steve, can I ask you a question? Steve, hold on. Well, I gotta ask Steve. Are you a Mets fan?
Yes.
No, I can tell because you're sticking right by Lana throughout the whole, no matter what, and I like that. You're loyal to the brand, so good job.
That's right, man. I'm loyal.
I know you are. I see it. Go ahead, Debbie. You wanted to talk or something, or whatever.
No,
I don't know, rap or something like that. Whatever.
Fuck you and your Lana shit, Steven.
I was gonna say, what the fuck did I do? Stop cursing at me. Go ahead.
You're so
cocaine. Don't take it
so
personally.
rude, David. Let's look at who's in the audience. Let's see who's in the audience watching our awards show. Look, we've got Miro here. He's excited to be here on the show. Look at this. 2020 sensation Baby Yoda is here. Baby Yoda's on our awards show. He's watching. Stang is here. You know, Sting was a big name this year. Oh, the big dog. He's coming. He's waiting for his turn.
No, I thought he left with Willie.
Oh, Vince is upset. Vince is upset that he's trying to see if we can change some of the votes, but this guy. He's probably lost.
We got Tucker.
We got
Tucker.
Oh God, what's the next category here? So we got the next category as being, as we're all over the place. We got tag team of the year. Who's reading that one? Because I don't see a name next to. Oh, I think it's Vic. What? So Victor, you want to take over for tag team of the year?
Sure.
Victor thinks he's cute.
Actually, no. I'm doing Royal Rumble.
Entertainment.
Hold on. Which one did we just do? We did most improved.
I'm doing.
Yeah, most improved.
I'm doing so next one is best heel, and that's on David.
That's me.
Oh, carry on. My apologies.
Best heel. I'm taking a look at these. We got Bayley, MJF, and Roman Reigns. This is arguably one of the best lineup of heels I've seen in a very long time because, you think about Bayley and Roman, two very big baby faces. One of them who was very much shoved down our throats all throughout,
explain my
debut up until now, which is Roman Reigns. And we had Bayley, who arguably, when she turned heel, nobody expected Bayley to get good because when she went out to the crowd, she was so nervous, and the quarantine it helped her out a lot. And then MJF, last but not least, has just been absolutely phenomenal with his heel work all year.
You see how he, Ron?
Yeah,
I'm always Chris.
Billy.
You see how he?
How did I ruin it? How? All right, you know what? How about you do it, Chris? I'll barely ruin things. Fuck you.
Yeah.
All right.
Everybody else was giving their nominations. They were a little bit quicker. They got, they just said it, and then they got to their discussions. You got to get your little intake on everything. and then they weren't short intakes. They were long. They were long and dragged out. Rolling my eyes in the back of my head. It was terrible. The only person that's a little bit more long-winded, and I hate the fact that I changed the best heel when it was on me, but the only person who's a little bit more long-winded is Willie.
Oh, that's a screenshot.
Since we're going by a lot quicker since Willie's been off, because Willie.
Whatever. Your hero of the year is MJF. There you go.
I mean, I can agree to that. I mean, I can agree to that. He went straight to the point. Apparently, he was very annoyed. But yeah, I think
Roman's been heel for 4 months.
Go ahead.
So it didn't make sense to choose Roman. He's only been heel for 4 months. MJF's been heel the whole year. Bayley's heel turn didn't really take
here we go. Here we go.
Until she became. Until they started doing shows in the
crowd.
Here we go. Same old bullshit.
I don't know MJF to be a babyface at all.
I have no problem with MJF being the heel of the year, but there's a couple things I want to say. Did MJF carry it as the heel, or was he like solely the heel? No, not really. Chris Jericho was in there a little bit. Everybody. That one was good. So there was a lot of different elements on AEW where it really wasn't just centered around MJF. MJF had like a good 2-month thing as the top heel. Bayley, however, carried it as the heel throughout the entire company, throughout the whole year. So that's one thing I want to say. Also, Roman Reigns, I agree with you 100%, Dylan. He came back for 4 months. But let me ask you a question. The 4 months that he had, were they impactful? That's what I challenge you to say, because they were very impactful.
Three of them were. Three of them
is enough. 3 of them is enough. And what that's
MJF's been doing it for the whole year, so that's why I give it to MJF.
Chris, you're absolutely right, and that's why our next guest has something to say about this. Ladies and gentlemen, he's the WWE Universal Champion. Ladies and gentlemen, the head of the table, Roman Reigns.
Garrett, shut the fuck up.
Oh, damn. Wow. That's all he had to say. He's the best heel. Holy shit. Dylan, what do you... Don't say anything back to him, because I don't want him to come back. I'm scared of Roman Reigns.
MJF's a way better heel than Roman Reigns. MJF's Roman's...
Yo, didn't I tell you to shut the fuck up? What the fuck?
Sounds like a robot. I don't give a fuck if you're fucking Taiwanese, Chinese.
I will fuck up Matt Riddle. Shut the fuck up.
No, I would say this. Matt Riddle is a real fighter, a UFC fighter. He'd fuck up Roman Reigns in a real fight.
Here we go again. All right.
So our next category is Tag Team of the Year. Apparently Carmella is going to take over. No, it's Victor. Victor, you take over.
Okay, so for Tag Team of the Year. All right. I thought I was doing pay-per-view of the year. Okay. Cool.
Looks like match of the year under his name.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Yeah, thank you.
So I'm totally, because I'm looking at the lineup here, and I'm all thrown up. Am I correct here, or am I wrong, Chris? Because I'm going by what was the very next thing. Tag Team of the Year, right?
Okay. So
see, I'm not intoxicated. I got this.
Yeah, but there's no winner there. Okay, so for the Tag Teams of the Year, we have your boys, the New Day. Okay, yes. Nobody did it with me. That's okay.
I did it.
Okay, thank you. All right. Also, I don't have any cups next to me. The Red Cup boys and now Blue Cups.
I got you. Hold on. Wait. Ah, shit. How did you get in the way?
All right, it's too late. There you go. Oh, okay. All right, perfect. And it's crushed. But yes, all right. So the Red Cup boys, the Street Profits, and lastly, the Revival, the Revision, FTR.
How come the Young Bucks weren't in there? How come Kenny and Hangman weren't in there?
Because they were not nominated.
Kenny and Hangman held the titles the whole year, the tag titles, except up until September, the beginning of September, they held the titles.
Mm-hmm.
Huh. That wouldn't make it a whole year.
Well, they held it for 9 months.
I think I give it to the Street Profits because they started the year as the NXT Tag Team Champions and ended the year as Raw, then SmackDown Tag Team Champions. And they're like, they have commercials with Ric Flair. They definitely
put that there.
They definitely give them a major push. Like they're doing things with Skittles. Like
obviously you didn't see the match against the against the Revival All Out.
I did it because it didn't happen at All Out. It happened at some other match. It would happen at Revolution, the one you're talking about. But
let me ask you a question: did we even announce who won?
Details.
Kenny.
No, because that's not here.
Kenny and Hangman versus the Revival happened on All Out.
No, Kenny and Hangman are a horrible tag team. Kenny kept attacking his own tag team partner. It's fucking horrible. Kenny Omega can't be a fucking tag team partner. Did you see when he tag teamed with fucking Matt Hardy? He fucking hit him off a fucking goddamn ladder. He's a horrible tag team partner.
They had a great match with the Young
Bucks.
All right. Great match for the Revival.
All right. So now I need some assistance in order to announce this winner. And the reason is because I don't have the prop that we just used. So ladies and gentlemen, Ron, I'm gonna need your help. Ladies and gentlemen,
Should I get my handy dandy notebook? No, I'm
Yeah,
joking. Carry
no,
on.
yeah, sure. The winner and well-deserved winner is the
I got you.
The Street Profits. We want all the smoke. Damn, Willie should have done this one and put smoke into the camera.
Yeah. Yeah.
This is why we need smoke bombs in the budget.
There we go.
He could have rolled the button and be like, we want the
smoke. There you go. He got it.
Understand the Street Profits. This, I think, in my opinion, this is well deserved by the Street Profits. When you really think about it, they have been killing the tag team division, which was really not even a good tag team division in WWE, but they've been the standard bearer as far as the tag teams are concerned in WWE throughout the entire year. And I challenge you, Dylan. You said that Omega and Page were the tag team champions from January till September. Well, the Street Profits been tag team champions from February till, and they still are. So a little bit longer. Definitely give it to the Street Profits.
I'm not saying Kenny and Hangman are better than the Street Profits. I'm just saying that they should have been nominated.
Okay.
They should have nominated. I agree. They should have been nominated so they could lose to the Street Profits.
They didn't want to honor.
Instead of FTR, they should have been nominated.
FTR sucks. Shut the
FTR had a really good year, though. The FTR had a really good year. So I can understand why they're nominated.
I disagree.
They had a lot of shine. They definitely had a lot of shine this year.
I don't understand
my only
why
problem with FTR is they went around crying that they wanted to leave WWE for so long, even though they're 3-time tag team champions of the world. Crying, 3-time tag team champions of the world. Then they go to AEW with this big fanfare. They win the tag team titles to lose it like a month or two later. Like, what did you do different? What did you do different?
Nothing.
Tell me about that grass being greener. I don't see it.
Rich.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Maybe there's not enough water.
I mean, it's not as much work. They get to chill.
I was gonna say I said there's not much water. I mean, the grass is green if you water it.
That wasn't the reason they left, though. I'm not saying that anything in direct rebuttal, but the reason they left is that they didn't feel that WWE prioritized tag team wrestling, which is true, and AEW does, which is also true. So they realize the titles are props, but tag team wrestling is where AEW distinguishes itself.
Right, but I don't get how these guys consistently think like Chris said, they're 3-time tag team champions in the world. But I don't understand why they think so highly of themselves. They're really not that good. They think they're hot shit, but they're really not. They went into AEW, and then now look where they are. So.
How? Reboot.
Can we wrap this up? My dad wants to go to sleep.
All right, guys. Thanks for
You still sleep with your dad? Is that what's happening here?
No, someone's in my room because we have a guest, so I had to sleep in my mom's bed since she's dead. So I'm using her bed, and my dad sleeps next in the other side. They have two twin-sized mattresses. They have two twin mattresses that they're like the mechanical beds. They have massagers.
You can't possibly go into another room?
There's no other rooms in the house.
Oh, well, where are you going to go when your dad sleeps?
I'm going to sleep in my mom's bed.
With your dad?
It's separated.
Yeah, what?
So the answer is yes, you're sleeping with your dad. Okay, good.
Yeah.
We haven't cleared that up.
Ron, take it to the next category.
The very next category that we have is Match of the Year. Jeff, take it away, my friend.
Pretty sure it was just me and Dylan.
Okay, there you go.
No, the Match of the Year, the Royal Rumble match. It says men's Sasha versus Bailey. What?
I remember. Yeah, that's a hell of a match right there. I don't even remember that. That must have made the Snyder cut. Go on.
Okay, well, it's the Royal Rumble match, Sasha versus Bailey. Wait a second. Okay, I understand. It's the men's Royal Rumble match. Total.
There was two more Rumble matches.
Yeah, it's the Hell in the Cell match, Sasha versus Bailey. And then we have, this will make Dylan happy right before Dad kicks him out, FTR versus Omega and Page. And the winner is, shoot me a note.
We got the winner is.
The winner is Hell in the Cell, Sasha and Bailey. Well deserved. That match, when I reviewed it, I called it pretty much perfect.
That was a good match.
No more arguments on my end.
None either.
Yeah.
I sort of have a little bit of an argument. I feel like the Men's Royal Rumble match was better. That
was the worst out of all three of them.
That's just me, bro.
That was the worst out of all three of them. No one wants to see Brock Lesnar throw 15 people out. No one gives a shit.
I think out of all of them, I agree with Dylan that's definitely the weak of it because I thought the and I don't what was the other one, the tag match with FTR and Kenny and Paige. I didn't see that, but I know those guys were kind of killing in the tag team division. So yeah, I would agree with Dylan that was probably out of all three, I would put that as number 3, the Royal Rumble.
I'm a sucker for a battle royal, but the Royal Rumble was not the best match. It might have been a lot of fun, but it wasn't the best match.
Yeah, you said you didn't mind when Brock threw people out.
I love Brock. Give me all of Brock Lesnar. I'm all for Brock. I'm all in.
And Brock, and also just before we move on, he was dancing MVP's theme, and it really cracked me up every time I see it. So yeah, that was actually a hilarious Royal Rumble. Which goes
I'm gonna miss him when he's gone.
Which goes I have to piggyback off David said. I actually voted for the Royal Rumble, the men's Royal Rumble, because I thought it was just a great match from beginning to end. I thought it had a lot of spots in the match, and the people were really into the match. And we talked about, 2 moments of the year came from that match. And I was in the bar with you, with Steven, with Vic, when we watched this. And I mean, the atmosphere of it was for that match. It was just electrifying. So you can imagine, and Dylan can speak to it, he has, for the people who were there, how much was drawn into that match. So as much as I like the Sasha and Bailey match, even though I didn't like the fact Sasha won, as much as I like that match, I would go with the men's Royal Rumble. I just thought it was just a great match, very well booked, and it was just phenomenal to me. But that's just my opinion. Anyway, Ron, take it to the next category.
So the next category is best babyface males, men. So Steve, no. Well, I mean, he's right. Who's that?
Best babyface, but
yeah,
it's men. It's overall.
Listen, I'm
babyface male, right?
No, just best baby
female.
Oh,
correct.
Hold on, best babyface. The best babyface here. I've got 3 nominees.
4.
Got 4 nominees. Oh, there's 4 nominees. Oh, that's great.
Oh, there really is. Oh, that's why you said just babyface. Whoops.
There's Drew McIntyre. Makes sense, right?
I heard of him.
There's Asuka.
Woo!
There's Edge.
Woo!
I love his enthusiasm.
I don't know if I'm reading this right. And Monkey.
Why is it? This is my fault, because when I'm booking this event, right, that we're doing right now, for some reason, like every time Moxley's in something, it goes to Steve, and I swear I'm not doing it on purpose. Always go to Steve.
Hey, listen, that's what you wrote. The best.
God damn it, Steve.
What? I'm sorry. This is what I read. Best babyface is Drew, Asuka, and Monkey.
And Monkey. Not Monkey.
And Monkey.
And so there you have it. And let's see who the winner is.
That's just me.
Airline goes to. Oh, come on, Elvis. That's not right.
That's not nice, Elvis.
Is that Willie? Oh no, that's
no, that's Elvis.
But look at me, 52. This hair game is strong.
Best babyface. And so the best babyface goes to. No. Oh my God! Look at Jeff making a last-minute attempt to win best babyface.
That's right. Otis, you're out. I'm in. Dylan likes the dance. He likes the dance.
The winner is Drew McIntyre. Drew McIntyre is the winner. Way to go, Drew.
No surprise. No surprise.
Yep. No argument here.
No arguments. I mean, he started off the year. He started off the year strong. Won the Rumble, won Mania, and pretty much been carrying. I wouldn't even just say Raw. You probably could just say Raw, but just the brand itself. Like and I think he's been doing a pretty good, stellar job. He's been doing a really good job. So
ever since he kicked Brock Lesnar off the
and
Royal
everyone
Rumble,
laughed at me. Then I went back and I went to Evolve and Impact and NXT, and I came back and I beat everyone with the Claymore.
Oh shit, we have
I'll fight anyone.
We have Drew on the show. Oh shit, the budgets are really going high for UPR. What's the next?
You know what's funny? Before we move on to the next topic, we want to talk to the former AEW champion, Monkey. Monkey, how do you feel about losing this match?
Seriously?
I don't. Renee,
All right, guys, it's getting late. I'm gonna get off if we don't finish soon.
You know who got off? Me and Renee. Wow, thanks a lot, Monkey.
What a show off. Tell me how he's going to get off.
This guy
That's
lost the title 2 weeks ago. Nobody gives a crap that he's been missing for 3 weeks.
Oh my god.
Like Christmas. Wrap it up.
So we got the very next category.
I think we have too many categories.
Oh, we have a whole bunch.
No shit, Nick.
So
when we had to nominate all these, I was like, at the end, I just fucking phoned it in. And Chris is like, yo, you seriously gave up? I go, yeah, man, I gave up at like 30.
Hey, Chris, is your roommate awake? Is your roommate gonna come out screaming?
Okay.
Let's go to the next category.
Which one? What best UPR host?
No.
That's me.
No, it's pay-per-view of the year.
Oh, that's all the way down here. I'm sorry. There's a whole bunch of these. Hold up.
It's on me anyway, Ron. I got it. Best pay-per-view of the year. This year had a lot of pay-per-views. Unfortunately, COVID hit, and pay-per-views were a way of release for people who had to stay at home all the time. So let's talk about them. There were 4 nominations for this one. It's the Royal Rumble 2020, Survivor Series 2020, AEW Revolution, as well as WrestleMania 36, which was too big for one night.
Full Gear. I nominated Full Gear. It was the best pay-per-view of the year.
Okay, you were the only one that nominated. That's why they didn't make the final nomination list.
Bullshit. It had fans. WrestleMania was trash.
Shut the fuck up.
All right, let's do this. Let's have a match. Goldberg versus Braun Strowman. Spear, power slam, and then let's do Brock versus Drew. F5. Then you add Claymore.
This is amazing television.
That was WrestleMania.
Or we can have where you can tell your rebuttal once you find out who wins. Instead of interrupting every time to talk about why you dislike some of the nominations. Ladies and gentlemen, the winner of this pay-per-view was, which we talked about a lot this whole event, 2 hours and 14 minutes of it. We talked a lot about it. It was the Royal Rumble 2020.
Oh.
Thoughts?
All right.
I agree with that. I thought Royal Rumble 2020 was the best pay-per-view of the year by far.
Always my favorite show.
I was at that and Full Gear, and I think Full Gear was better.
Here we go.
That's fine. It's not the first time you've been wrong tonight.
The New York Post even said it. The New York Post, one of the 5th largest newspaper in this country.
What does that have to do with it? Well, guess what? UPR says it was Royal Rumble, so who cares? All right.
I'll listen to the people that's making a lot of money.
Still, who's Angel?
It's not the Post.
Who knows? Maybe that's Charmaine's nickname for me. Guys, you're watching Unpopular Review. This is the year-end review show. Thanks for watching. Please make sure you leave a like. All 6 of you that are still watching. I think one of them is me on my phone. Who cares? We're having a good time.
Having a blast.
We're having a blast.
Ron.
Full Gear was a shitty show.
Yes, sir.
Let's hear you talk on why Full Gear was a great show. Go ahead.
Me?
Thank you, Dylan. Great job.
All right, you had Mox.
They had fans.
Young Bucks versus FTR, which was one of the matches of the year. Like, that was an amazing match. One of the greatest tag matches this year, if not the greatest tag match this year. You
I
had
agree. It was a great choreographed.
Hangman versus Kenny. You had Hangman versus Kenny.
Oh my
You
god!
had
How is that the best?
Cody versus Darby.
Nobody's talking about that.
Mox who did Mox face again? It was
Exactly.
I'm just wait one second.
It was
Mox.
Eddie Kingston. Eddie Kingston.
It wasn't that bad. It was a pretty good match.
It was
You had John Silver versus Orange Cassidy. That was a great match.
Man, stop,
No, it
stop,
was not.
stop. It
It
was.
was.
You should have just stopped at John Silver. Stop.
It's too Twitter wrestling.
It was all around the whole pay-per-view was good, except the women's match.
So you mean to tell me that full year was better than Royal Rumble? Disagree.
I believe so.
Okay, just because they
Let's
had
take it to the let's take it to the next category.
Okay.
Which one? Could we're all over the place. What is
Male wrestler of the year.
which
I
one?
think I'm out of here. My dad's. I'm gonna leave. I'm tired.
Why don't you put him on and you can leave?
That is hilarious. Put him on.
Oh, wow.
What's the next category? Is it
Who does not like being instigated against?
Yeah.
he left?
He actually just left. What the?
You're welcome, everybody. And in the audience, you're welcome.
That is hilarious. Best show. Who's taking that one? Jeff? I think that's you, Jeff.
Actually,
Yeah,
it's male wrestler of the year.
But it's best male
Oh, we
wrestler
didn't
of
do
the
that.
year.
Oh, I'm missing everything. I'm sorry. Male wrestler of the year. Ronald,
you.
take it away. Oh, that's me. I'm Ronald. Oh, I'm sorry. I lost track. So male wrestler of the year. You got the categories of Drew McIntyre, Jon Moxley, and Kenny Omega. All three had a really good year. And as we move on, as people hand me the paper and we make some noise. Oh, look, I just got the piece of paper in my hand, and it says, this guy's on fire tonight. It is the Scottish psychopath, Drew McIntyre. Congratulations to Drew on winning Male Wrestler of the Year. I mean, was there any question? Was there any in doubt? It just seemed obvious.
I agree.
Sheamus here, and I got to say, fella, I agree that my best friend Drew should have won.
Sounds like
No.
Count Dracula.
And then I will suck his blood.
I love it, Jeff. I love
He
it.
just sucks his blood.
Yeah, Drew had a phenomenal year. I mean, from
And he gets
beginning
drunk.
and he from beginning to end, he's had a lot of good feuds. And I say it every single week. He's the perfect wrestler when you think about it. He can do almost anything in the ring. He has the look of a wrestler, and a lot of his feuds, he's had personal ties with all of them. I mean, he's just a success story. It is just a shame that
I'm curious to see where they go with Sheamus. I'm sorry. I mean,
that's definitely coming. So I'm looking forward to seeing that coming. It's going to happen sooner rather than later. Let's go ahead and go to, unless somebody else has something to say, let's go ahead to the next category.
Best category, if I'm correct, it is best host, best UPR host. David, take it away, sir.
Oh.
Youngblood.
Fuck you, Chris. Whoever organized this always got to rub it in my face that I didn't get nominated for anything. Okay, so best UPR.
I didn't get nominated for anything either. What do you mean? What are you talking about? Hater.
Come on, Rudolph Cueto. Just stick to the brand. Be a professional, man. You get nominated.
Yeah, man, for
Yeah,
real.
what the hell, kid? Get it together, Frankie Muniz.
Who's Frankie Nunez? What the?
Come on, Roderick.
Yo, forget it, man.
Robert
Somebody
Stone,
from
there
a
you
long
go.
time ago.
All right. Anyways,
Someone from a long time ago. Some guy from 2000.
we had. Okay, so I'm just gonna throw them up on the screen. We got best nominations for best UPR host. We got Steve, we got Ron, and we got Chris. And the winner is. Let me get a drum roll, please.
Ricky.
No.
Oh!
You motherfucker.
Oh my God.
Okay.
Yeah. Stella, are you
Stop with
still
the shit.
watching?
Look.
Still watching?
Okay. I need the piece of paper. Somebody hand me the piece of paper.
Someone pass him the piece of paper.
Just say, and the winner is.
Yeah, I don't have the.
Just saying the winner is, David.
Yeah, the winner is.
This is why you don't get nominated for best host.
Ah.
Look at
You know
that.
what? Again! Yes!
So proud.
Why should you be? Why should you?
It's wrong.
Actually won something? Yo, I actually won something?
I'm messing with you, Steven. Congratulations to my Raw Tag Team partner.
Yeah. Hold on. Wait.
What the fuck? Where's he going?
You made.
Sorry, my roommates are actually asleep, and I've made a lot of noise.
He still thinks that he won. Like, he bugging.
Yeah,
I didn't win.
Yo, he didn't win. He was fucking with you.
I was so high.
Let me clarify.
I was so high. Who did this?
Let me clarify. The winner of Best UPR Host was Ronald.
Oh!
Right there.
Nice.
What?
That's what I'm talking about. I want to actually thank a few people here. I want to first off thank alcohol because it gets me through everything. All my ex-girlfriends who I'm going to be making them ashamed by next year when I have a 6-pack and I'm having baby oil and I make my 10x4s. Definitely baby oil, N64, mom and dad, and anything with John Travolta because he's gotten me through a lot of heartbreaks. That's it.
Nice.
And Sega Genesis.
Sonic 2.
The best ever.
Word up. All
right.
64, 917.
Ladies and gentlemen, Ron.
What was that?
That was the cheat. That's a cheat code.
Yeah.
Sonic 2.
Last category, Ron.
And the very last category we have. Oh, here we go. Best show. And Jeff, you get to kill it.
Yeah,
The last inning.
The best of show bookends with the only person not nominated. That's just wrong. All right, best show of the year. The nominees are SmackDown, AEW Dynamite, and NXT. That's right, NXT. And the winner is AEW Dynamite, everyone.
Wow.
What? Are you serious? Oh, come on. You got to be kidding me.
And SmackDown.
I mean, like, if you see the rating wars, then, if you go by that, then.
Yeah.
That's not what we go by, but is it a tie there, executive consultant?
AEW.
It's a tie.
SmackDown and AEW Dynamite tied, even split.
This is bullshit.
It's too bad because I was told earlier that if there was a tie, that Dylan and his dad get to be the tiebreakers, but they're not here.
Elvis,
wait, why?
Fine.
All right, I have 2 more categories. I'm going to announce them real quick before we wrap this up. And one category is best fan, one category is worst fan. So let's go ahead with the worst fan. The worst fan of all time this year for UPR is none other than Elvis Martinez. Congratulations, Elvis. This is not
Good job, Elvis.
The worst of award. Your mother and father actually gave you the worst child award, and you were the only child. So congratulations on that. And as far
Damn,
as
you suck, Elvis.
the best fan award, that's going to go to Charmaine Marie. Thank you so much for being a fan of ours from the very beginning. As much as you find a way to come on to the show, no matter what kind of thing we're doing, whether we're doing entertainment, whether we're doing movies, promo battle, toilet time, you always find a way to sneak into the show. So I'll give you the credit for that one. And, we want to let you know how much we appreciate you here at Unpopular Review. Ron, you did a good job hosting this.
Thank you.
What's wrong?
Thank you.
I don't understand how AEW won. Like, this is ridiculous. I'm one of the hosts of this product, this brand.
I stutter a lot.
I love it. I'm just shocked. It's just like that's just complete horse trash. I mean, it's they need to rely on a goddamn Impact Wrestling to get over. Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? That's the best show. You don't see WWE. You don't see SmackDown relying on Impact or Ring of Honor or MLW to get over. It's fucking ridiculous. Nonsense.
I actually agree with you. I agree with you. I don't see why AEW was in there, but I think SmackDown, especially right now, we'll talk about the whole year, but especially right now, SmackDown is hitting on all cylinders. Mm-hmm. They are definitely the top show for me by far.
Mm-hmm.
I'm about to bring some shit.
People have spoken.
The people have spoken.
And this show is about unpopular people. So unpopular results is all we could expect.
As far as the best UPR show, it just depends on the week. Unfortunately, we had a lot of host changes, so I couldn't really do that. But we'll probably have one next year. But right now, we're going to stick with the current host lineup we have, which is on Raw. Steven and David on Wednesday. It's Ron, Jeff, and Willie. And on Friday, it's I get the short end of the stick. It's me and Dylan Kaplan. But the good news about Friday is we're going to open up the guest line, so one of you all can join us each and every single Friday for that episode, because Lord knows it's just me and Dylan. I'm going to hurt myself.
Is he selling gold? It's like Jeff Jarrett over there.
We needed to do a best promo battle of the year.
I am not buying.
Oh, well, that's Willie and that's Willie and Chris.
Hey, best comeback of the year in promo battles. That's
me.
me.
Willie and Chris, because the last time we did when Matt Riddle came on, and he was like, "You guys suck, bro. I'm sorry to tell you, bro."
The best promo was the one I just cut.
Terrible, bro.
Yeah,
that's true. Guys, I want to say
something. You keep cutting promos on Kingpin, and you're going to find yourself. Steve, what do you got to say, Steve?
Oh, please, Dylan ain't doing anything. From what, Mr. I'm the insider. Hey, I got breaking news. I just read on some dirt sheet.
I live with a hit woman. I'm not worried.
Royal Rumble will have fans. Nice. Royal Rumble will have fans. If Royal Rumble don't have fans, Elimination Chamber will have fans. Elimination Chamber don't have fans. Don't worry. Fastlane will have fans. That's all Dylan says.
Yeah, that's great.
Fans kill Bailey. That's all we need to know.
When Royal Rumble doesn't have fans, he's just going to blame Biden. That's going to be his out. Guys, you're watching Unpopular Review, and I just want to say, as one of the hosts for Unpopular Review, I want to say I'm very honored and privileged to be working with a lot of these sets of guys here. They're a hoot and a riot, and I have a pleasure hanging out with them for the last 2.5 hours and more. And I can't think of a better group of guys to share my 2021 and talk about wrestling with. So thank you very much, guys. Cheers. And thanks to all you guys watching. Please make sure you leave a like for every shot that I've taken of wine. I've finished the bottle by the end of the show. So
yeah, me too.
A lot of likes. And yeah, thank you, man. Thank you all. Wishing you all the best 2021. My fellow co-host.
Likewise, man.
Cheers.
Please make sure that you like, love, and share this to all your Wrestling Timelines groups. Also follow us on all our handles, whether it be Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, or YouTube. Want to definitely go ahead and subscribe to our YouTube and watch us every single Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday. Hey, we're on almost every single day. You can find us on your UPR network. Ron, take us home.
Yes. I am home. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for joining this edition of Unpopular Review, end of the year award show.
This is who y'all vote for best host.
Yes, and I think you. Hey, shut up. But I want to say thank you for everyone who voted for me. I am honored. But Evil Dose, the executive consultant, Frankie Muniz, we got Big Daddy Cool, and we got The Mark. And we want to say have a great night. Thank you for watching. Have a great night and happy holidays. And
Steaming
Willie. And in the Kingpin, we say thank you. Have a great night. Merry Christmas. Happy New Year's. And have a great night. So.